coast to coast, all across the land, there's only one beer that's been #1 for all these years. And that's why we here at Anheuser and you at home choose Assweiser as America's #1 beer. Because when it's been a long day and you just need some Axe-Lax, we know what will do you right and will keep your tummy gargling all night. Cause as long as you got Assweiser by your side, everything's gonna be alright. Just ask Mr. Nixon from next door. Hey, Mr. Nixon! So next time you go over to Little Blakey's for big-time football, be sure to crack open the fridge and find yourself a nice cold Assweiser brew. This one's tipped for you, Blakey. Assweiser brew.
Excuse me, and here we are. Let's see.
Okay. Lauren says to tell you he loves you. Okay, there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have definitely changed, Emma. I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you.
So very proud of you.
I mean, ever since
Very proud of you.
November, when I got sober, I haven't been fucking around online or doing anything like that. That's why when I saw somebody using my name, and I was like, they just want to sabotage like anything that I do or that Lauren does, and these people are toxic, and I thought they were okay because who likes sex offenders?
By the way, we're just we're leaving off where we did the other day.
And real predators, you know. But now it's,
Hello.
I mean, just give it up. The man's trying to change. Let him do it.
What's that noise in the background?
There's a train. There's a train.
Oh, like I say, I barely hear you because I heard something loud in the background. What the hell is going on there?
It's the train.
The train, boss. The train.
My mom set up like tattoo when I was born with my face all fat and scrunched.
That's funny shit.
My dad didn't think so. He walked out of the room when I guess she said that like after they presented me to her, and it was Mother's Day, and my dad got upset.
Yeah. It feels good being away from the internet, doesn't it?
Hello, Lucy.
Yeah.
How you
until
doing?
You come back and you see all the bullshit.
Welcome back.
Is done under your name.
I know I said I was gonna stream. What was it, last night? But you know, I never meant to do a stream today. But I figured, what the hell? Usually other people stream later on, so I figured I'd get an afternoon one in. So here we go.
That's when I just leave it. They fuck them. I don't go. I don't look at anybody else's shit. That's how it's so easy for me to deal with. I was having my YouTube channel. I would go to my YouTube channel. That's one of else's shit. I go on yours just because I got we were so close before to see what you were putting up. But I only do that every day once in a while.
Glad you're here.
I'd always stay on my channel and pay attention to that, and that was it.
I never did. And the thing is, like, wow, there's a couple other people in the room, but from now on, like, it's going to be a little short song in the intro, 3 minutes if that, and then start no matter what. So I don't want to be one of those people that waits around 10, 20 minutes, you know, to get going. I figure people just start rolling in anyway.
I paying attention to. That's all. I don't look at anybody else's shit.
Well, my old channel,
I had a little commercial in the beginning from Lauren's sponsor, so check that out if you didn't hear it now. It'll be up when the stream's over.
Didn't get what they were saying.
I took down my
produced it.
old channel. I did what YouTube calls hide your channel, which means all of the videos and stuff were hidden, and then after it's dormant for 90 days, they terminate it. So it's true that when you go to my old channel, it says this, channel's been terminated, but it's only because I left it alone for so long.
Yeah. Fucking YouTube can do some good things, but it's done some bad things too. They don't friggin' they need to screen stuff that goes on there. They don't. I don't know why they don't, because kids go on there and they see shit on there that is just they shouldn't be seeing.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well,
Terrible thing.
I'll tell you one thing. Nobody's uploaded any of your personal videos that you sent to Ramona.
Yeah, right.
Because
Nobody's uploaded anyone that I sent to Ramona.
none of your personal videos, your very personal ones, because I've been looking for them to see if, they're going to be uploaded,
Good.
but I haven't seen them. All I see are the old phone calls.
I think I'd be done talking on the phone after seeing any of my phone calls up online. In fact, if these YouTube videos get put up online, I'm going to go crazy.
Oh!
What up, Dirty Four Door?
Here's one.
How you doing?
Only.
My confession.
Happy Saturday.
There's no voice on it. Oh, here it is, text. I found Lorne's new address and called the police to tell them that he was drunk.
Ooh.
What? They went over to his house because they called me later and asked me about the phone call and if it was real.
Oh, it was real.
I said that Lorne was going...
Who said that?
Said
Bad.
that Lorne was going to hurt himself. It's under a YouTube channel named Freddie Banks. I don't know who that is.
Freddie Banks.
I don't know.
What's up, Lauren's dad? Glad you're here to listen to your son's recorded audio format. Phone call, that is. It's a nice, fine little Saturday. Fall day. Almost to Laurent. And so I figure we'll go ahead and keep streaming on down the road.
The angel. I don't suppose to be able to build before you submitted. We just say, good.
Here's a comment. I will be proud to call Lorne daddy. He is sexy.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
He sure is.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, he loves hearing that. Can't get enough of that.
Oh. Miss her. Miss Ramona.
Yeah, I know you do. I can tell.
Aw.
Oh, crap.
Awkward pause.
Lorne's nickname in his family is Uncle Touchy. What? Because you're touchy? Everybody's sensitive.
Huh?
It said Lorne's nickname in the family is Uncle Touchy.
Yeah.
I guess because you're
Fucking
sensitive.
pegs.
Like if you're touchy. Oh, maybe he means something else.
Well, one was what they mean.
I'm going to report this video.
Retards.
I'm going to report it for bullying.
Yeah, sure she will.
Because then...
That's why I don't go on watching anybody else's shit.
And I'm sure YouTube would really be on board with the bullying of a, sex offender and reoccurring, catfishing. I don't know. Just a thought.
Because I don't need to see shit like that.
What's up, Ape?
Fucking retards.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Amazing how everybody's trying to... how people are obsessed with it. It's fucking...
Lauren, let me call you back. I have a...
This call is leading off what we did on, I think, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And the name of it is, let's see here. It's rolling across. This was on 8/18 of 2017. Open Arms at End of Call. That's the name of it.
My work call calling me. All right,
Okay.
bye.
And this is the end of the call. So we're going to be moving on to the next call here. Now, this one, let's see. This is a good one. This is long, the next one up here. And it's this one is called Lorne Stream. They're temporarily broken up. So here we go. Let's see what this one's about.
Oh,
Whoa.
huh?
I got to turn that down. That's loud.
I listen to you two talking, and I know how she is anyway.
This recording.
We used to have fun talking a lot. Like,
I hope this recording gets better.
yeah, it was funny. It's just funny stuff. Although that's the things I say about Ramona, I do want to do. But you have to read the one that I wrote as if I was you.
It was probably a family nickname there, Ape. That's what I would think. What's up, Agent 86? How you doing, man? Good to have you here on this fine Saturday. Let's hope this audio gets better. If it doesn't, I may skip forward a little bit. If it doesn't at all, we'll go to another call.
I mean, you have to... Okay, but you have to read it to Ramona.
My nickname is Ember. My birthday's in May. My friend thought it was in September, so he has to write this poem another way. I love Lauren lots, and Ramona too. What they have is real, so I'm doing all I can do to make them both see, because they're believing in me, like I'm a Cupid or some type of saint, that they belong together after all the stormy weather. They have something that nobody should taint. Said and done, because now I have someone, maybe we can all meet. This space where we can sit on our
You're
men's
goddamn
space.
right. He's just trying to build a goddamn gym for a church. Just leave the guy alone. Say this over and over again. They should have let him go. Just for that reason. He's a goddamn lull operator.
Bon appetit.
Just let him go
Lauren
back
said
to
they
work.
both can eat, but I changed it.
Am I going to go to jail tonight?
It'll be hard. One won't be able to see the lawyer eating me up because you're going to be sitting on his face.
Ooh.
I don't mind.
Ew.
Read the other one, Ramona. Emma.
Okay, let me spell it for it. Okay. This one's for Ramona, so I get to read it like Lauren. 1 pill, 2 pills, 3 pills, crap. Thankfully, they're not birth control pills.
What's up, Callie Slim Bucket Beach Lady? Hi. How you doing? Is this like the same person as Callie Lady?
For 3 more months, I won't need that. Until that time
up,
is
Amy?
here, I will pay attention to Lorne with no fear and watch all that he has to show. He says I'll be surprised. If I am, I'll lick his head. Oh, I'll lock his head up with my thighs and watch his manhood grow. I think of this now because I know that somehow he will not disappoint me again. He has his issues way back, but let's not think about that. Keep an open mind and give him a fair chance. Then get him naked, yank down his pants. Okay.
Yes, he did. He did get fired from that job, but it was, I think, only after he got caught in the sting. Because, you know, he went to prison for 5 years, and I don't think he made bail either. So he was incarcerated for 5 years, maybe a little longer. I don't know. Same lady. Okay, Callie Lady. Is it okay if I still call you Callie Lady? I read that wrong. It's Slime Bucket. What am I doing? What's the matter with me?
I added the last
I
part.
didn't like that. Anyway, you kind of added something in there, didn't you?
I added the last part about pulling down your pants.
I was just writing on another phone because I didn't want you to think that I write is dirty stuff.
Staff.
How sweet. It learns a poet.
Well, yeah, when he was talking to Kayla, he was jobless, remember, in the beginning? And then he got the construction job. He actually thought before that he was going to get a job selling cars. I mean, could you imagine going to a car dealership or Sam's hot car lot and actually having Lauren try to sell you a car? Oh, my God.
That shit's so fun, though. I have fun doing that.
Oh, Lauren. So
That's
I was
cool.
wondering, with your 3 months, because Lauren did talk a little bit about...
I had some notes that I wrote down at work the other day when I was bored about what I was going to say. I got to grab those real quick. I'll let you listen here.
birth control pills and everything. So for these 3 or 4 months, while you guys are dating each other, is it okay with you that if Lauren decides to have sex with somebody?
Yeah.
Well, it ain't okay with me.
And it was,
With anyone. I'm not having sex with anyone. My heart is devoted.
What about just third base?
Not even third base. I'm not doing anything with anybody.
Oh,
no, he could hit home base with a scat fetish.
wow, you must be really groggy. That's gross.
I am groggy, but he can do what he wants during this.
All right, so the notes, this is what I wrote at work the other day, because the last stream, okay, was, I was kind of thinking about when he was on the phone on the last call. Remember when he was talking about getting that tracking job, and he was going to make 60 to 80,000 a year? Well, Lauren has a little bit too much confidence, and he always sort of counts his chickens before they hatch, right? But how could he ever think that they were going to hire him when all they had to do was Google his name? Okay, just think about that. They're going to Google your name when you apply for a job, right? And it's hard enough to get these kind of jobs when you have a clean record. So just imagine being a sex offender, a convicted felon, right? So it's just crazy, you know? And the other thing is, like, if a company hires a convicted sex offender, right? Say they hired him. And let's just say Lauren is a threat to society, like as in kidnapping a child. I don't really think that he would do that, but the company doesn't know that. So say they hire Lauren, okay? And he gets his track, and he's driving down the road and he sees a girl, kidnaps her, blah, 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 whatever else happens, I don't even want to think about. But that company could be liable for that. And that's why companies don't hire, convicted felons, because they just don't want the liability. That's what it's all about.
Break. Aww.
No, he can't.
well, what about if Ramona does? She wants to take a high hard one up in her gut.
And then,
Well, Mama can do what she wants to, but
it would be a bad idea.
Mama needs to.
Are you okay?
Me?
Yeah, you sound so...
And it's just like what happened to Alex Jones, I'm not going to say I hate the guy or, believe in what he does or don't believe in what he does. But, a lot of people were against the fact that he was banned from all these platforms. Well, when you say certain things and people get hurt from what you say, YouTube and Google could have been liable partially in a lawsuit. So that's why they had to kick him off of YouTube, because they don't want to have to pay out millions of dollars in lawsuits.
Oh, you sound like you're just going kind of slow, like you're
Ow.
stuck.
Yeah, Mama's kind of tired.
Oh. Do you want us to let you go?
Well, I'll mute myself and let you guys talk that way in case I doze off.
Well, Lauren really wants to talk to you. His pants are getting all tight right now, listening to your voice.
Ew.
My pants aren't getting tight. I'm not wearing anything.
Whoa!
I'm home alone. I don't need to wear anything I don't want to wear.
Hey-yo! We like freaking Lauren.
Hey. The only ones that can see me are my dogs.
I'm sure they appreciate it.
I would hope not. I hope they're not paying much attention to it.
Different. They just think you're trying to feed them a hot dog.
They think I'm wearing a suit.
Did you know the oxycodone pills, if they're the caplets, they have gelatin in them?
They're not the caplets. They're like these little tablets. They're really tiny, too.
Oh, they gave them tiny because you're so tiny and cute.
Will Sasso. Who's that? Is that the dude from the Howard Stern show? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they're like barely the size of somebody's pimple.
Lauren used to have a pimple on his butt. He talks to
My
kids.
bot. My bot. There's my bot.
I've seen pimples on my butt. They don't get very big.
Oh, because you pop them before they get too big.
I've washed my ass thoroughly.
Well, I
He
should hope
pops his
so.
dick right into Arnold's mouth.
Not hardly.
Well, you're already sitting there on his face. You might as well put him to work with his teeth.
True.
Not hardly.
You like to tease Lauren about Arnold, don't you? I bet you...
That's Mad TV. That's kind of funny. I just said Howard Stern, and who else was on Mad TV that used to be on Howard? All right, enough about Howard.
Lauren kind of likes it.
He's got enough money.
I don't.
I think
The guy grosses me right out.
He's attracted to you, Lauren. You can't blame him. Look at how hot you are.
Roy makes fun of him, too. He hit on Roy, too.
He hit on Roy?
Yeah.
what did he say to boy?
He wants to get you guys together.
Also, the audio on this call is not the greatest, so if anybody is like not happy with it, let me know. I can always switch to a different call, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just let me know how it sounds on your end.
I don't know, but Roy surprised him, and Roy told him bring it on. I guess Roy didn't think that Arnold was serious, and I guess Arnold really took it by surprise, and he was serious, and Roy said, "Arnold, I'm only kidding. And I'm not gay." So I guess that kind of made Arnold depressed.
That's hot.
Okay, we can talk about this thing about what we're going to do on the so-called break.
Break? That is kind of demeaning to Ramona's idea.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, ideas got to match before we end up getting all screwed up.
Well,
You can do what you want. I can do what I want.
all
If you
right.
have sex, if you have sex with anybody, or anything like that, I will never take you back.
No!
Fine.
Let her have sex. That way she can compare. She can see what she likes more. It's only
Right.
fair.
That's not fair. That's not fair to me, and she already knows
It's
how
not
it
fair at
is.
all.
That will not work.
After Ramona...
Well, I mean, I'm not, during this break, I'm not, like, concerned with, like, going out and getting laid as much as I am dating the guys who are here, seeing what they're offering, and compare it to what Lauren is offering.
It's a good idea.
How you gonna know what I'm offering if you don't spend time with me? That's another part of the issue.
What?
I mean, one is that I do know that, you know, what you're offering, and thing two, But don't I know that?
You just know me as a confused person that had all kinds of things going through his head that made him very confused. And it's just recently I realized, one that I should have been confused about. You know everything that has happened. You literally know everything that has happened.
I don't know everything that's happened because it took my therapist telling me that he chats with you and from your thing. I didn't know that. I know that there were phone calls.
I know all about
so
that.
So don't stand in line and say that.
I'm not lying about anything. I'm not talking about a person from 10 years ago.
But you're saying that I know everything.
I forgot all about them phone calls until someone else mentioned them to me.
Well, you might have forgotten about them phone calls, but don't say that I know everything. Find that stuff out. I don't know everything. I didn't know that there were phone calls.
You were supposed to call me after you mentioned that. You were supposed to call me, and I was supposed to let you listen to me.
Is the chat still working? Haven't seen any chat.
Phone calls with me on the phone too.
Any chat?
So that we could go through it. You never
sounded like Christopher Walken right there.
I don't need. I could. He said to go online. I could find them online. I don't need to be on the phone with you to listen to the phone calls. And Lauren, again, surgery.
Again.
A higher priority than listening to you trying to smooth a kid.
The problem is that happened 10 years ago.
I'm cured.
Trying to get away from that.
I know, but the fact of the matter is...
That was one of the reasons that we didn't talk about it much, because I was trying to get away from it. That's not the person that I am.
Okay, but it's a big thing. And when I find audio of you saying things that probably contradict
there you are, Dirty Four-Door. I was
trying
to figure out what was going on.
It doesn't contradict things that I say to you. That's not,
as long as it's working, that's all I care.
A person 10 years ago...
You guys don't have to, chat if you don't want to, but...
Bye. But you told me, well, you can't hide behind this veil of confusion and use that to excuse all your actions. And you told me
that everything that I've been through, so you know how confused I was.
Hey, BB.
I never
What's
heard
up,
anything
Omega?
about what has happened to me. The only thing that I didn't mention was the phone call, which I forgot all about. I never concentrated on the phone calls. I knew everything else that I had done wrong.
Every chat I was ever in, that's what I would always say. Delete your archives when you're done with this, with this chat or call.
Well, you knew, but I didn't know. And when you tell me that you bought condoms, but you weren't going to have sex.
I didn't even know anything about archives, really. I mean, I think back in America Online days, when I was like 10 to 12 years old, back in the 90s, like 95, I think there were archives. I don't remember. I wasn't really big into the whole chat scene thing. I was kind of too young. I was more into like computer games and getting pissed off at the computer because it sucked and it was so slow.
Sex, but yet there's audio of you saying, I'm going to get...
That's why I'm jealous of kids that are, young today with this technology. They don't understand the struggle of what it was like when computers first came around.
Condoms so I don't get you pregnant. I mean, that kind of completely...
That just shows that he's being smart. I mean, if you're going to have sex with a 13-year-old, you don't want to get her pregnant and ruin her life even more, He was being considerate.
I never wanted to go there, and I knew it.
But when you're all giddy talking about getting condoms so that you can have sex, this idea of you not wanting to go.
Right. Need to get those things so don't get you pregnant.
I want to go there. It's still baffles me to this day how I actually went.
You got in your car and you drove. That's how you went.
Not what I wanted to do.
It was a white truck.
It was a white truck. Good one, Roberto.
But no, I mean, you got in.
But it's what I did. It's what I did. So I can't run away from it. But it was 10 years ago. And I'm not going to continue to live with it day after day after day.
But you need to live after it day after day after day, Lauren. You should have known better than to chat it up with a 13-year-old girl and drive up from Nashville to meet her with condoms.
If we wanted to talk about it, we can talk about it. But don't base that person around who I am today. I'm not the person that is screwed by me this family today because I don't let that happen.
But the problem is that you weren't honest about everything. When you're telling me that you didn't want to go and that they...
He didn't want to go, guys, okay? He didn't want to do it. He just couldn't turn around. He got lost and somehow ended up at the Sting house. That's what happened, okay? He never meant to do anything wrong. You know, I mean, him asking for a kiss, it was a joke, even though he asked it, 3 times or so?
Quote, made you bring condoms, end quote. But yet you're giving...
condoms.
And that's a 13-year-old girl. That's just... I'm 35, okay? No. That would never happen. Nope. Not even... I've said this before a million times. I don't know where he got it in his brain to even talk to somebody 13 over the internet. It just doesn't... I don't get it. It just doesn't register with me. I don't know. Maybe something's wrong with me. If someone else understands it, let me know. I don't.
It wasn't me that mentioned condoms to begin with.
Okay, but it wasn't them who bought the condoms. That's the thing.
I know. It was my fault. I always said condoms in my truck.
God damn, I haven't bought condoms in, jeez, very, 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 very long time. But I was in a long, long relationship and didn't really use them.
And when you try and pass off this idea that
suppose I should get some, right? Keep them in my pocket at all times, right? Who does that?
I didn't want to go, but then I didn't want to go. I was not going to have sex, but then there's.
It's more than insane, Lucy. It really is. It's more than insane. It's not even... I just don't get it. It's so strange. I mean, especially after what he did in his hometown, stealing all that money. Like, it's just like failure after failure, and finally it caught up to him. Finally he did something that was able to get his ass. Yeah. He put $60,000 into a house and he sold it for $6,000. Is that true, or is he bullshitting about that just to act like he lost all his money or something? I don't know. Come on.
Footage of you saying that you're going to get condoms because you don't want to get somebody pregnant.
The $60K went to the Bud Light.
You did want to go. It shows that you were going to have sex.
I didn't plan to go right up to that day. I was supposed to go out to the bar. It was my birthday. I was supposed to go to the bar with a friend of mine. I was going to buy me drinks all night. That's where
that doesn't work either.
Planned on going.
True that, Agent. But it's not even about the risk, really. It's just even the thought, Like, it's just never crossed my mind to, be attracted to underage people. I'm really not even... I don't know. I don't even know if I'd date somebody 21 at this point. I mean, to me, that's young, Maybe, I don't know. If the girl was, mature enough. Most people at 21 aren't, super mature, so I don't know.
No, that's what was said. I went to the Sting house.
Yeah, he did cheat on her.
And my thing is, own it.
Owning it. I did wrong, and I know I did wrong. How many times do I have to say I didn't, that I know I did wrong?
But Lauren knows he did wrong.
Did wrong doesn't mean I really wanted to.
You don't have to say it ever, Lauren, but the fact that you're on this phone call, maybe you should be saying it. I don't know.
To do it.
He's admitting that he did wrong. He knows he went over there for what he went over there for, and it didn't happen, thank God. And now he's taken the punishment for it already. And
No, I know.
you know, he's not.
I know 21's not that young, but 18 is legal. I could be with somebody 18 and it would be completely legal, but it wouldn't feel right, I'll tell you that. I don't know. And I'm not saying I wouldn't date somebody 21 if they were, you know, on the level, but like I said, people that are 21, most people don't become fully mature until after about 25, so I'd rather date someone 25 and older, to be honest.
Not the same man that tried. Look, when Lauren was jacking off
Just
into
being
that
honest.
camera, he wasn't jacking off to a little 13-year-old girl in his head. He was jacking off for a person who loved him, and who was.
I didn't even jack off in the camera.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, you said it wouldn't take much for the white stuff to come out right now, and you asked her if she wanted to see it. So
That I said, I remember saying that, but I never did. Never did do it.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah, okay,
Lauren wasn't
Lauren.
showing his big, thick heart on to a little girl. He was showing it to somebody he thought he cared or cared about him. Fooled into going because he thought someone loved him, and they were just playing a big trick.
Because at the time, I didn't feel like anybody loved me.
And that's the other thing. I'm not desperate. Like, I don't have to be with somebody. So, like, I really don't put time into trying to go out and meet people and being in relationships and all that. Like, if it happens, it happens. And that's how it always was for me. The times when I was younger and I would be kind of like desperate to be with a girl or something, you'd never meet somebody that way. You'll never get in a relationship. It's the times when you least expect it and you're not giving a shit is when you're going to meet somebody. And then, either it's going to go well or it won't, whatever.
I didn't feel like anybody gave a shit about that.
But being desperate's
So my
unattractive.
thing is that if he wanted a young 13-year-old girlfriend, why not find one in real life instead of over the internet?
Because I did not want one. I was in an adult chat room. I was not in a teeny bopper chat room.
Doesn't matter,
People
Lauren.
seem to lose confusion in the whole thing. I didn't go looking for a teeny bopper.
But you knew she was
What's
13.
a teeny bopper? Is that like? Does that mean sex with a kid? Like you bop them?
No, like underage kid.
And what I said to my therapist was, and Lauren, I did defend you to my therapist. You have to admit that. What?
For a while you did. So you started joining.
And that's a good point, Roberto. The fact that these guys drove from so far, like, I don't know if I'm trying to think of a famous woman, like, that's smoking hot, who I would drive 5 hours for to be with. I'm thinking of Dustin McFetridge right now, because he drove 5 hours. And, gee, man, I don't know. If some girl said, hey, I live 5 hours away, I'd probably be like, sorry, it ain't going to work out. You want to come this way, that's cool, but nope.
You didn't making fun of me. You started
No.
with me on the phone.
No. But I took maybe 2 jabs, but I defended you to my therapist. And the next time we talk, and he's on, I will defend you to my therapist. I will always defend you to my therapist. And I said that to my therapist, I said that he was in an adult chat room, and I said to my therapist, I said, Lauren was not going out looking for sex from a child.
Well, good, because I weren't. I had known to all that. The intention that I had was just to be nice.
Right, and what is the fetish with shaving someone down there? I've never, that's another thing that's never crossed my mind. I don't get it. I don't want to shave nobody anywhere down there. I don't even like shaving myself down there, but you got to trim up. What? Get a grip on your life, people.
To talk to a girl because nobody else to talk to her. I screwed up and I never should have even talked to her because I wanted Enoch to be turned around so fast. I was very weak-minded at the time.
That's what I told my therapist.
That's how I wound up losing so much. I just got tired of losing so much and people using me so much that I sold my house after I had over $60,000 into it.
Yeah, here we go.
I sold $8,000 to the people that I was buying it from.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Just so that I could leave Maine. I gave away 3 truckloads of tools.
It's always me, I did this for other people, blah, 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 blah. It's never I stole and I tried to statutorily rape a 13-year-old.
Just so I could leave Maine and get away from everyone. I could start new and be alone and be focus on me and not people using me.
But when thinking about Dustin, like, was he watch? Did he watch like a porn where like they were using razors or something and shaving each other? I don't think I've. Maybe I've seen. I don't think I've seen that ever in a porn. I don't know. But still, to me, that's not. I don't understand how that, like, I don't know, arouses someone. What's so hot about that? I don't see anything hot about that at all. I don't know. I guess different people, different strokes for different folks. You know, if you're an adult and you're into that and you want to do it with other adults, that's fine. But stay away from children, please.
Was. I never, ever intended on doing that, going to that thing house. But I got caught up in somebody actually making me feel like they cared. But I lost sight of all of what her age was. And even though I knew it, I still lost sight of it, and I was fucked right up.
Well, Lauren likes babysitting. Lauren loves kids.
It's another thing.
And Kayla acted and sounded like she was more like 8 years old. So Lauren was really just trying to protect her because she seems kind of mentally delayed, and Lauren thought she cared about him, and he was drunk all the time and sleeping on the floor, and now he's different. He has a bed, and he's not drinking, and he has somebody.
Lauren was sleeping on the floor?
Yeah, he didn't have a bed.
And Lauren, that's a big accomplishment because look, if you think about this though, at 37 years old, you were sleeping on the floor. Now at 46, 47 years old,
I don't think it's illegal to ask a girl that question that's 13. It's morally wrong, but the whole thing is, why would you ask somebody that, even an adult?
Yeah.
You probably have bed bugs, but I mean, that's a big accomplishment. But
I don't want bed bugs. I don't like bugs at all.
Lauren doesn't have any parasites. Lauren has enough hair. He only has enough hair on his penis and chest to get lice. All the other cute, fine little hairs on the top of his head, those little fuzzies. No lice want to live in there. They'd rather live in Lauren's chest.
The little fuzzy wuzzies.
There's only one type of bug I like, and it's not a bed bug or any bug that crawls around like that.
What is it, your Ramona cuddle bug?
Yep.
Oh, you're his little ladybug, Ramona. How cute.
There's so much more that people see about that whole story. And that's what bothers me. That has me to talk about it all because I go back.
Yeah, he's a hairy guy.
Are you crying?
He needs to invest in a razor.
Yeah.
Trim that shit, man.
Why are you crying? Amber, hush. Why are you crying?
It affects me.
I mean, I don't think the majority of women are attracted to that.
In what way? What are your thoughts?
It bothers me like my family used me like they did when I idolized them. Never thought that they'd do that. It hurt me a lot.
I think that...
Yeah, if you're having a bad day, just think of Lauren Armstrong. You'll feel better. I could start psychiatry just on that for depression.
I think that
It's good prescription, good medication. The Lauren Armstrong remedy.
Not making, and I mean, I'm vegan, so don't get me wrong. I don't agree with eating these particular things necessarily, but I think the fact that you didn't get the mac and cheese, you didn't get the meatballs, and you didn't get the deviled eggs, I think that really affected you.
Sure did.
Lauren was hungry.
Well, it's not about being hungry, but Lauren, did that really affect you? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. It affected me a lot. And that wasn't the only time, either. It was 3 years worth of that. You get hammered so many times by people you love and think love you back. You lose so much money and
Oh, him crying's the best.
so much respect for yourself. You can't even say no to people when they come over and ask for shit. Even if you have at the end of the shit, you still give them the last of what you had.
You know, and I think that really did affect you. And tell me, am I right in saying this, Lauren? That
Where's thing 4?
it's a plate of mac and cheese. If your sister showed up at your door with a plate of mac and cheese, if your brother showed up with the meatballs, and if your other brother showed up with the deviled eggs,
That's a great question, by the way.
as much as it would have if they had done it before the sting operation. Am I correct?
You're very correct. You're extremely correct. That's why I turn them away. Turn them away, and I tell them that that's something we should have done 11 years ago.
I mean, and I mean,
let my brother borrow a card and put it in his name so we could have it under his insurance instead of mine. I had to have Mom get it back for me.
Nothing but excuses. That's all it is.
you know, I think that in life, I'm trying to think of how to word this. I think in life there's always symbols.
There's what?
When, for instance, you have the deviled eggs. That could have been a symbol of thanks. You have the meatballs. That could have been a symbol of appreciation.
That's all
You
it
have
was.
the mac and cheese. That could have been a symbol of gratitude.
You know what the disgusting thing is?
Gratuity.
And plus,
That my sister, my sister told my mother that I was trying to buy their love. That's what the gross thing was.
No. He needed to get off the internet and get counseling, right? That's what he said to Chris. So you are correct, sir, OG. He was addicted to the internet. That's all he did. Remember, Chris said, is this all you do on your spare time? No. Well, yeah, that's all he did do on his spare time. We know that for a fact.
that's the messed up comment that she made.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't shit.
I don't talk to my sister today. I don't talk to my brother. I try to not talk to one of those brothers. I try to stay away from them. The only ones that I talk to.
That's all he had. It's like he had no friends either. I mean, why didn't he try to join a band? He was a singer.
You know, and I mean, it's sad because I wonder how many relationships out there. Certainly a lot.
And that's the other thing is, when did Lauren get into singing? Because it seems to me that it must have been later on in life, because I got into music when I was like 7 or 8, listening to music at that age. But then I started playing the drums when I was about 12. And then I took lessons for a little bit, and I got pretty damn good, and then I joined a band, and that was my life for a long, 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 long time. That was a great time. I miss those days. Being on the road and, you know, oh man.
have been destroyed.
Why didn't Lauren do that?
From people not keeping their end of a bargain and not doing something as simple as plating up some mac and cheese that they had already made. And that's what's so wrong about it.
You know, the sad thing is Tony is the only one that apologized to me.
He was in a prison band, really?
Could he make it?
That's sad. Oh. That would, man. I think if I was in prison, I would just want a guitar for myself, if I could get one. And I would just learn, I'd just become the best guitar player there is. I would just practice and practice. Because, you know, I think they have drums in jail, but, like, you have to, like, have special privilege to that kind of stuff. I think even with guitars, I don't know.
Any mac and cheese?
No, but he's been there for me for some tough times before you get there.
And you're damn right that requires effort, Mike. I worked my ass off. When I was like 15 years old, I spent an entire summer in my basement practicing the drums. You know, I would listen to Metallica records or whatever, all kinds of different bands I loved, and I would learn the songs from start to finish. And then when I was about 16 is when I did join my first band, and we were just kind of a local thing, you know. And then later on I joined another band, and that's when things went pretty crazy, you know. Opening up for Deftones and Godsmack and all these big bands. It was cool.
That's when I go down, went over and buying beer for him.
Tony's using it for beer money?
He wasn't using me really, but that's the only place that I would go to drink, because I didn't want to go to any bars. I didn't care to drink with anybody else. I had fun with Tony. You know, we'd just sit there and drink. Wendy would be right there. It'd just be me and Tony. Wendy doesn't drink, but it'd just be me and Tony. And we'd always have fun. And then I'd just go home, and I didn't live far from it.
Well, I gotta hand it to you, Lauren. At least you didn't offer to get Kayla drunk. I mean, you offered her your cock and eat her out and everything, but a lot of the people in the chat wanted to get their, you know, little girls they were going to molest drunk. And, you know, at least you never did anything like that. So that's good.
Right.
And I don't think he would, you know, and I mean, that is good. And I think that shows some decency on Lauren's part, because Lauren knows that little girl would have been easier to take to bed had she been drunk, and he didn't even entertain the idea of
What's up,
getting her
Jess?
drunk.
H, how you doing?
Me.
Yeah, and
Welcome
she was
to the
all
stream.
excited about sex and everything anyway. Lauren wouldn't have had to get her drunk. All Lauren kept saying was, Kay. She was saying all this sexual shit to him.
It was the opposite, I think.
Shit myself. I'm grossed out by it. Grossed out by the way I talk.
Well, I mean, don't be grossed out, Lauren. I mean, are you crying, Lauren?
Yes.
What's going on?
I talked like that to somebody that's old and underage.
Was he crying?
He bothers me.
I think he's crying. Yeah. Reliving his old glory days.
That's why I said that maybe you should come to a point where you can kind of be, you know, an asshole about your charge and say, you know, and tell people, you know, yeah, you talked to an underage child. Yeah, you were going to fuck a kid. So what? Fuck them. If they don't, you know, if they don't want anything to do with you because of it, screw them. And come off, you know, like this big old douchebag about it.
Exactly.
Don't sit there and say, well, I wasn't going to do anything. Well, I didn't want to go. No, screw that. You were going to fuck a child. You went there and you were going to you're going to stick your boner inside of a 13-year-old, and fuck them if they don't appreciate it.
Ugh.
It's hard to me because I really do care about what people think of me.
So what if Lauren said, Ramona, what if Lauren told you, Ramona, yes, I got excited by the fact that she had a 13-year-old body. There's something about a teenage body. I was excited about the fact of controlling a little girl. I was going to go fuck her. I went to do it. I'm glad I didn't get the chance. I got punished for it. I know it's wrong. I would never do it again. Would you respect her more?
Yeah, you took the words straight out of my mouth.
And I agree with that. Lauren was crying his eyes out because Kayla wasn't real. I don't think he was really... he was probably a little upset that he got caught, but I don't think he thought he was going to jail right away until he walked outside, right? But the whole Kayla not being real thing, that really messed him up bad. I mean, it messed him up, which is why I don't understand why these calls even exist. Like, you should know better, dude. Come on. Get a goddamn grip on your life.
I would respect him more because
what's up, Andy E?
What I don't want to hear from Lauren is I don't want him to minimize this. I want him to say, yeah, I did it, and fuck anyone who doesn't agree.
I don't minimize it at all because I know what I do is wrong. It's just hard for me to have it in somebody's head that I'm a bad person. I care about what people think of me. That's what bothers me.
But there's so many people that think that you're a bad person.
What's
Lauren.
up, Twink Toilet friend?
There's so many people that seem to think that.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But
what I did was bad.
But I was thinking about something because, and I didn't know how to bring it up to you because I didn't want you to immediately shoot down my idea.
Exactly. He should have had it. He needs to get a grip on his goddamn life.
Yeah, I'm here.
I was thinking if you were to, you wouldn't have to get online, but if you sent me videos, you could revive your channel. Like, I could get them online for you, and you could revive your channel without like, you know, I mean, I'm not going to be your internet whore. I'm not going to be, like, doing all your dirty work. But you could at least have videos.
There's a song right there. I'm not going to be your internet whore.
Out there. And if I ever saw something that was about you that
what's up, T. Davis?
People were being negative about you, like, I could tell you, and you could make a video, send it to me, and I could put it online for you.
People do want more Lauren videos. They want the follow-up video to the shake weight video. They want to see the lower body workout that Lauren promised to show. They are talking about a different fruit juice shake because Lauren said he was going to show a different kind of fruit juice that he makes. They all miss Lauren's videos. They loved them.
The problem is I can't have anything new go on there because then my probation officer will be all over my ass.
And we all know if Lauren, say he was allowed to keep doing YouTube, like the judge allowed it, we all know, let's say his channel blew up and got big, and he started making all this money from ads and whatever, I guarantee you he would end up back in prison for not paying taxes on what he made on YouTube. I could totally see that happening to him.
See, but it's old.
But he'd never get big.
We'll just say, hey, look what we found. Here's some old Lauren videos.
Well, no, if she knows that, like, if I say, like, I could make a video saying, you know, intro to Lauren's new channel, and I could say, hi, you know, this is Ramona, and Lauren's going to be doing videos. He's going to send them to me, and I'm going to put them online. If you do it like that, then, you know, then, I mean, she can't get angry.
Nope.
She can because I'm not supposed to have anybody doing anything for me online. Except
so
the only one.
He would have loved Epstein.
Apply for jobs.
Be truthful. Lauren, be truthful.
But sad to say, even Jeffrey Epstein wouldn't even want nothing to do with Lauren. Sad enough to say.
With me for a moment. Are you banned for the internet?
No, I'm not banned from the internet. I'm temporarily can't do anything on it.
Why?
Because you can't be trusted.
Because they have my computer. Until they tell me that I can have my computer back and I can do stuff on it, then I
Why
can
is
do
she
stuff on
keeping your computer?
Why not?
it. Because remember when I lost my job?
My job.
All that time that week, right after I lost my job.
What about it? Like when your probation officer took your computer, what about it?
I was kind of.
That was when remember he did the video on YouTube about him losing his job today? I'll tell you guys right now, if I lost my job, I wouldn't be going to YouTube and saying, with a smile on my face, I lost my job today. I saw it coming.
Make money from doing surveys and stuff like that. Well, I'd
kind of
always have
embarrassing.
my YouTube channel on so I could, and I'd have to minimize, but I would lift it up so I could see what was going on in it. And that's the reason. They thought I was on there too much. So after that week, they took it
They
off.
thought you were on there too much.
Too much.
They thought
Too
I was on there
much.
too much.
Did they catch you looking at porn or something?
No, they didn't catch me looking at porn. I'd definitely be incarcerated at the end if I was looking at porn and shit. I had no
What
interest in
about-
porn anyway.
What about the titty pictures that Ramona sent you?
She hasn't sent me any titty pictures.
What? Ramona? Lauren loves
No.
boobs.
True that, Ape. What's up,
I
Rhoda?
know
How you doing?
he does, but no titty pictures. I mean, because like
I respect her
he
listening
said,
and
so he said
stuff because it tells me
Welcome to the old Saturday afternoon Lauren Fest.
I couldn't even send him pictures of like Kids R Us magazine ads. Like he said, he can't even receive that kind of stuff. Like Lauren can't receive Kids R Us kind of pictures. You know what I mean? Like from Kids R Us ads. He can't even receive that kind of.
and I don't want that stuff anyway.
That wouldn't make him hard. He wants the Sears catalog with the grown women in their lingerie, or maybe like the old women. That way, Lauren can feel more age appropriate.
Which is what people did back in the day before the internet.
And I don't even look at that stuff. I don't look at adult porn. And I've never been into looking at adult porn even.
Yeah, okay, sure, Lauren.
Lauren doesn't like adult porn. Lauren just likes scat porn.
And child porn.
I just come on.
Lauren wants you to squat over his face and turd right over his eyebrows.
Don't want to on my face.
Lauren
I
wants.
don't want to
Lauren
on my
wants.
face. You just don't want to turn on me.
Lauren.
Holy shit, Rhoda. That is a thing too, by the way. I've worked with people, sad enough, that do that kind of stuff, that go to different countries to try to meet women and stuff. I didn't personally work with a guy that did the whole like Thailand thing, but there was someone who my dad used to work with back in the day, like back in the 90s and shit, that used to go to Thailand and stuff because he wasn't married, and he would go there just for the girls. And he also left a great government job to go work at a high school. I wonder why, huh?
Wants someone to use his mouth as a toilet.
Yeah.
Got no poop.
Just pee, right?
That's a total real thing, though. People do that.
I would suck the pee right out of her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he is so disgusting.
I'd eat the peanuts right out of her shit.
Damn. Lauren, that's so romantic.
Oh,
I might have to wash it off first.
he is such a.
I think Lauren would eat poop.
Me too.
No, I wouldn't eat poop. That's not very sanitary.
I think he would.
Just in that.
I have.
He would hold it in his mouth for 15 seconds and let it dissolve.
I have had shit in my mouth before, though. Accidentally.
What? When?
When he was having sex with.
What is it, Mama?
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Wait, no, he had shit in his mouth when.
Does unemployment work that way anymore? I thought you. Well, I guess now with COVID, yeah, they extend the shit, but I just remember when Obama was in office. Not that I'm against Obama or anything, but somehow I don't know if it was him or who, but in the state that I live in, unemployment changed drastically, and they made it to where every time, because I had a seasonal job when I was in the band, so I would work all like throughout the summer, and then during the winter I would be out of work, and that would be the time that I would go out on the road and do the band thing. So I would collect unemployment, because as a musician back then I wasn't making shit. So, but every time I would apply online, they wouldn't accept it. So I'd have to drive down there to the unemployment office, and then they'd take one look at it and say, "Oh yeah, you're eligible. We'll get you. Your money will be there next week or whatever." It's like they want you to jump through hoops to get it nowadays, whereas before it used to be no problem. Do it online, boom, you get it. It's not like that anymore. At least for me, it wasn't.
He was having sex with his
But I work full time now, so I don't.
Lauren had sex with Ramona and got shit in his mouth?
Yeah.
How?
Do you remember the story that I told you about that? About me getting shit in my mouth?
You were working in septic. It's not as exciting as the story that I told, but he was working on septic, so that's how it happened.
Oh, it could have been a man's shit that went in his mouth, too.
Yeah, he could have had huge shit in his mouth.
I don't want any shit in my mouth, period.
There's nothing good about that story.
It could have been dog shit that was in his mouth, too.
Could have been. Not many dog shit in the toilet, though.
Well, yeah, but sometimes people, like dogs, will shit on the floor, and then people will clean it up, and they'll put it in the toilet. So Lauren could have had dog shit in his mouth.
Lauren should pee in a cup and pour it on himself and say, "There you go, slave, pee everywhere," and then smear shit on the mirror.
Oh, boy.
Lauren should use his tongue to smear shit on the mirror.
See, this is getting Lauren worked up now.
Like Ramona.
He's getting worked up.
Yeah, he wants
getting all
to
sexed
slurp you
up.
like Grandpa Stan.
So tell her about when you had shit in your mouth.
Yeah.
And the sexual arousal you got from it.
Yeah, the one they sexual arousal from it.
I forgot about that. That's right. That's totally true. Companies do get tax breaks for hiring ex-cons. I totally forgot about that. Wow. So that's how he gets jobs. But either way, he's not going to get a good paying job ever. He's never going to make more than $15 an hour, probably anywhere, if that.
There's a tanker truck, the place that I used to work at on Washington State, and we'd fill up the smaller trucks, and then we'd go and pump it into the bigger truck, and I'd have to take the bigger truck down and dump it at the waste management place in the plant. So I was pumping smaller trucks, shitload of smaller truck into the bigger tanker.
Shit, I got unemployment one time when I quit a job, but I didn't ask for it. So I was working at a warehouse job, and I quit that job because it didn't pay well, and it sucked. I didn't like it, so I quit. And I went back to my old seasonal job, and when that season was over, I applied for unemployment, and I ended up getting like way more money from the other company. I was mistreated, though, so I think maybe they just gave it to me because they felt that, I don't know, whatever. It was like favoritism going on, and I was like, I don't want nothing to do with this drama, and I just quit.
And then because the motor was...
Really? No, I'm lying. It was because I was talking to some young girl, and the boss told me to stop talking to her, and I told him to go fuck himself. No.
Going that made the hose wrap around, and shit landed right in my face and in my mouth.
That's kind of gross. But that's okay. How did you handle it? Did you wash it out right away, or did you keep it around because you had to finish your job, or?
I puked.
Aww, you got sick?
It was disgusting.
Did you puke in Tony's mouth?
Tony wasn't there. I didn't even know Tony then.
Tony was there. He was bent over with his ass cheek spread, and Lauren puked right into his asshole.
Oh.
So Tony, like, shit in Lauren's mouth. He bent over and he sprayed him.
Does anybody know how old these two girls are, or women that are talking to Lauren? I think they're in their 20s, right? Mid-20s or something like that. And Lauren's like, what? At this time, he's got to be in his upper 40s or something, right?
Like a skunk. He sprayed him with shit. Sprayed all over Lauren.
Yeah, and then he spit Lauren's puke right back up at him and said, "Here you go, Grandpa."
I knew it was supposed to be so proper, but they get so... Their mouths are more party than guys' mouths are.
Mouths are more party.
Even my woman gets pretty party mouth. Makes my mouth drop.
Lorne wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Disgusting.
That was just a sexy conversation we had. But, yeah, Lauren needs to get back to making sure you don't get any cock in you during your break.
Well, what about if Lauren gets some cock in him during the break?
I think Lauren should.
You already have no fear about that one. I already know that.
You already know that.
Yeah, so he says, he's like, yeah, I don't want penis. Some of the guys who proclaim, all these guys who proclaim that they don't want penis, you know, they want it more than anything.
Yeah, I don't think a big deal.
No, I think so. It's actually been proven. They put hard-on measuring instruments on a bunch of men who were self-proclaimed homophobes and men who weren't. And the ones who were homophobes got firmer, longer, harder erections when they were shown gay male porn than the ones who were not homophobic. So it could be. I mean, I don't know if Lauren's ever had a real sexual experience with another man as an adult.
Wow, Rhoda, that sucks. Yeah, but that's weird because I got a buddy in North Carolina that he owns his own like IT company, and when this COVID stuff happened, like he jumped on the wagon and got a bunch of money for bailout money, and so you're basically saying that you have to pay that back or something, or you have to paying interest on a loan.
That no.
He was telling me to get on that.
Lauren wants nothing more than Arnold's
and I was like, I work, dude.
firmly
No.
in his mouth.
Not even goals.
He's like, yeah, but you have a recording studio, so you could claim that as your business and this and that. I'm like, dude, I don't want to get involved with that.
Lauren wouldn't use his teeth. Lauren would be gentle as a pussycat.
I don't even want to be on. I can't even stand the look of him. It's sad, too, because I thought he was all right before he did that.
That's something Lauren would have
I can't even stand
done.
to look at him.
Well, how do you think it made him feel when you said, no, he can't eat your ass?
That made him feel depressed.
Really?
And why
The
would you want
bailout?
to make another kid?
You have to pay that money back? Are you kidding me? That's awful. Wow. Yeah, then you made the right decision, Rhoda.
Human being feel depressed.
I'm certainly not going to try to find out what and do it. That's something I can certainly do without.
Someone's jamming.
I don't even like seeing another guy naked.
What's going on here? Is Lauren going to sing?
Back to our topic here. Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Are you guys here?
Yeah.
It's like Lauren's job. What's your job, Lauren?
Back to our topic here.
I'm a Yahoo prolific chatter.
All right. What's up?
Well, it's going to be harder if you don't spend time with me.
Yeah, you're right about that, Rhoda.
Lauren, I am going to spend time with you. I'm spending time with you right now, aren't I?
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, just me and you spending time together.
I can hang up if you want.
No,
Don't hang out, 'cause we're having social time right now.
Yeah, this is social time.
I think that we should come up with a name for Lauren that isn't demeaning like Pony Dick. So if it can't be Horse Dick or Super Horse Dick,
Pony
it should be
Dick.
something like Girth Curve or something like that. Crop Circle Alley.
That's it.
Yeah, Clydesdale cock. Because it's all hairy.
Ugh.
So,
Well, thanks to him, Horse Dink and
Yeah, you know, when I was a little kid, that's when I grew up. I always wanted to have my own septic business. That's just what I wanted for a career. Oh my God, that's disgusting. But I guess somebody's got to do it, right? Just not Lauren.
Super Horse Dink are already taken.
Oh,
Dan?
Lauren is the one that named him that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and did you know that he also named the therapist Super Horse Dink?
you named the therapist Super Horse Dink.
Well, he does. You should name him Hot Ass from that picture you sent me. I mean, the lawyer has a really sexy ass and everything, but the therapist's ass was also quite nice to look at. I mean, Lauren has a great ass, too.
You're not going to go ahead anymore on any
I have a
other
nice
to the
bot.
therapist because he's married, right?
It's a nice bot.
First of all, I'm not going on dates with the therapist. We hang out. But second of all, I think his divorce will be final this week.
So you can have sex with him because he won't be
Ooh,
married
Lauren don't
anymore.
like that.
That's what Lauren's worried about.
His divorce is going to...
He doesn't want you to get stretched out by Super Horse Dink before his Clydesdale can take a ride.
I was just gonna say that. I said Horse Dink's gonna win that and take over there for you, Lauren. So all that time you put in on the phone is a waste of time.
Well, Super Horse Dink, his divorce will be final this week.
You can go out on dates with him now.
Lauren, we discussed this earlier, that a break is in order.
I want you to tell me.
Really, T. Davis? You don't believe
What
a word he
am I
says?
telling you?
Come
You know
on.
what the big problem started?
He never lies.
Wait, what am I supposed to be telling you?
I want you to tell me. Are you going to go out on dates with him?
He wants you to tell him you want his Clydesdale and not Super Horse Dink.
I'm gonna go out on dates with other guys and see what is out there so that I know what I want, because I'm young and
Good idea, by the way. She's got a great idea in her head there. You don't want to just go with Lauren, right? You want to sort of explore your options, right?
I should not be tied down to just one person, given the circumstances of what that one person has shown me.
Although one person wants us to really love you and really show you who he is, instead of what he's showing you before.
Lauren, nothing's going to stop you from showing me who you are.
It did
You'll be able to show me what?
It did before, and being so confused is what stopped me from showing you.
Or anything you have to show me, you'll be able to show me in this time.
In due time.
But the thing is, you date one person, date a therapist, and that's time that's time. You're going to be getting closer and closer to him. I told you about that whole problem.
It's me or him. You got to
And
choose
getting
now.
closer and closer in person, and I don't have that opportunity. That's what's not fair about it to me.
Lauren, I should not be tied down to just you,
What's up, buddy Holly?
especially given the circumstances
Glad to
of
see you're
things
here.
that you have said and done in that time period. That's not fair to me, and that's not right for you to ask me to do that to myself.
I beg you, just pay attention for 3 months so you can actually see the real me.
Look, I'm paying attention right now. I'm paying attention. Every time that you and I talk, I am paying attention. And like I said, it's not fair for you to ask me to completely give up having a dating type life and just be with you when you're all the way up there. And there are guys down here who have shown me that they are serious and that they are equipped to handle a relationship and that they are offering things that I want. Guys down here are showing me that.
Yep.
And for you to tell me that I should ignore all that and just focus on you, I think is very wrong.
Sure is.
Irresponsible.
I don't think it's very wrong. I just think
It's selfish, is what it is.
It's not wrong. It's just you need to be with me and nobody else. Nobody else. But.
It's selfish for me to ask it. Yes, I agree with that.
It's selfish, and so
it is selfish for me to ask it. It just helps me. If you didn't do it, it just helps me see that you are really serious about only me.
But you're only thinking about yourself, and it's selfish because I'm a young girl and I should be out there and I should be wearing cute outfits and going out and dating
Absolutely.
guys and seeing what's out there and seeing what I want.
Yeah.
Rather than waiting because you might decide.
I mean, you never know. Maybe, we could hook up sometime, right? Maybe she can start recording all of my phone calls with her. That'd be great.
That you want to be X, Y, and Z.
And all the good D pics that I send her, she can share it all with you guys. It'd be very awesome.
Oh, hang on one sec.
Mine's bent, but it's more bent
I
than
think
his.
this is
It's at a
going really
90
well
degree
for you.
angle.
Ramona's not talking about sex or anything with anybody else.
But it's a 90 degree angle upwards, not downwards. So, women seem to like it. Oh shit.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she fell asleep, but
Okay.
oh,
Yeah, okay, sure. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm back. What happened?
we were just discussing. No, we were just discussing your right to enjoy your body with whomever you please, and how it shouldn't impact what Lauren thinks of you, because
What's up, Aaron?
it's not fair to think negatively of a woman who enjoys orgasms
Aaron
if she's
Elijah, how you
not
doing?
doing it with anybody who's a minor or married, and if she's single, then have at it. And then when you guys get back together, you're going to be able to experience what lovemaking is with Lauren, and you're going to be able to make your choice fairly instead of just having Lauren in your experience bank.
She can get a vibrator.
It's still good. You push them onto your clit, but if you really want it, you got to move it up and down and push it hard at the same time. You'll come like 3 times in 10 minutes.
What?
And Ramona, if you want to have sex with somebody that's plugged into a wall, then that's the way to do it.
Yes. Yes, it is.
But Ramona also should be able to, if she wants to have sex with, anybody, Ramona should be able to have that.
The therapist.
Well, I didn't say the therapist.
You're saying you're going to date him.
Well, I'm going to date people during this break, and I'm going to see what is out there, and I'm going to see how I feel.
Really? Nobody's into my hosting? I'm a little upset about that.
If I'm supposed to see such a different side of you and a different person, I'm not seeing it because, I haven't even gone out on a date yet.
Of course, you're not going to see a different side when it's talking about having sex with somebody else. I mean, how can you make that different?
But it's not her goal to have sex with somebody else. It's her goal to date. And sometimes dating involves having sex, or at least maybe some oral sex or some nipple biting, and that's not bad for her to want.
Nothing wrong with a little nipple biting there, huh?
No, I am still here, and I should be in her head quite a bit. Hang on a second. I guess he gets moving first.
What's going on? I think it's going into like a interlude.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Well, and I think you're refusing to see the reality of the situation, and it's quite disturbing.
It's disturbing that after 9 months of us being so close that you would even contemplate having sex with anyone.
16 candles, Ape.
Fun. I don't see it as 9 months of us being so close. Let's just say if it were. 9 months is not, I mean, it's a good amount of time, but it's not a very long time.
No.
Not like 2-3 years.
Just gonna bang
That's
like
thing one.
15
thing two,
guys.
I shouldn't
Nothing wrong with
be
that.
down to you just because I put up with
I don't
your
judge.
abuse for the last 9 months. And the fact that you know it's selfish for you to be asking me to
Not have sex with somebody else?
What?
To not do anything with anybody else. The fact that you're asking me that when that is how I've been for 9 months. And it has not paid off. And so now you're saying, well, give me 3 more months and I'll make it pay off. But the problem with that is it's just like
I love how they keep extending the meet time where it goes from 3 months. Well, I'm gonna come out there and hang out and this and that and the other, and then when the time comes, it's we need to give it another 3 months because of the doctor. It's great.
I don't know, Amber. I don't know if he realizes when he does this that there's a therapist. When I'm not even talking about the therapist,
Jess?
I'm talking about the situation
John
in general. I don't know if he's intending to be condescending, but it doesn't make.
He's a good actor, but I mean, I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but he is a good actor. I give him that.
His case that he's a changed man. It really does the opposite.
I have to agree with you there.
The reason I mentioned the therapist is because he's the one that called me a loser to you. He's the one that flirted with you on the phone, that you said yes to dinner date with, and then you said yes again.
Again.
You flirted with her on the phone with your boyfriend on the phone. That's why I said the therapist.
Well, I think she flirted with him while you were on the phone because she knew that you could hear, and so you would know that it's completely innocent. Women can talk nicely to men without wanting to get stuffed by their cocks.
Oh my God.
And here's my problem with Lauren.
Me in that one.
See, I've said this before. The phone calls are so awesome because they go up and down and up and down. At one point, Lauren's getting all sexed up about what they're talking about. And then go like 30, 40 minutes down the road, and now it turns into, I'm never going to have sex with you now, and this and that, and this and that. And it's so ridiculous. And he just keeps going with it. But
see, but okay, if this is someone who doesn't respect you, Lauren, why are you trying to hold on to it lately? Here's my problem with respect to what Lauren is saying. It's kind of like, again, what's that noise though? Lauren, what is that in the background?
I'm an 80s baby, but grew up in the 90s.
Maybe
it's kind of like a gambling debt. This is what Lauren.
You had a crush on Molly Ringwald, really? I mean, she's not unattractive, but she's attractive. But I don't know, not really my type.
Essentially gambling here, but instead of playing with house money like he should be, he's playing with his own money. And here's how. He's trying to play with house money, but he's instead playing with his own money. Here's how. So Lauren has 9 months in which, thus far, Lauren has had 9 months with which to show me anything that he wanted to show me with respect to how he was going to behave,
Right, like
the
his
things that
quack.
he thinks, how he feels, etc., etc. Lauren's had 9 months. In that 9
too,
months,
Aaron.
Lauren hasn't shown anything worth sticking around for. So now Lauren is saying, wait.
I mean, if I had a phone girlfriend and, you know, we talked for about, what is it, 8 months or something, or, 9 months, and she said, I want to wait another 3 months to meet, I'd say, okay.
I can show you these things, just give me 3 more months. So he's trying to play with house money, and it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work to say, hey, you know, I've lost the last 70 hands at the blackjack table. Casino, can you lend me some money? I'll win it back and pay you back plus some. It doesn't work that way, and that's what he's trying to do right now.
He's not playing with house money.
He's not?
You're trying to.
No, he's not trying to. He's trying to tell you something that he wishes he could have shown you a long time ago.
But here's the thing, though. You don't get a redo.
The way things happened, there was no way that I could.
Well, yeah, because the internet and real life are two different things. Just like the phone in real life, I guess, are two different things, too. According to these, archival recordings. We've learned that. These recordings need to end up like in the Smithsonian Museum or something like that, in my opinion.
You get a redo just because... Well, you don't get a redo just because you don't like the outcome. You don't get to redo it just because you don't like the way that it turned out. Or because you wish you had done differently. You don't redo it.
That's not what redo is all about with me. It's not the redo.
But you're asking for a redo. You're asking for a redo. You're asking for 3 more months.
Yeah, I'm asking for 3 more months so I can show you.
Of my life.
He wants 3 more. He wants 3 more months. Can you believe that? I would have thought that he would have given up, you know. Forget it. It's all right. If you want to hook up with other people, that's fine. But, you know, later on, whatever, down the road, I don't know. I don't know. Laurenology is really weird. You know, the way he thinks. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like, can't you take a fucking hint, you moron?
But here's what you're doing. You're asking me to say to all of the guys here who have shown me that they are good people worthy of dating me, you're asking me to tell all those guys, no,
fuck off.
I'm not interested.
You tell them to fuck off. You're my girl.
I'm going to date this guy in Maine, and you're asking me to give you more time to show me things that you should have been showing me from day one, but you weren't. I need to tell no to all these guys who have shown that they are really good guys so that you could get more time. Meanwhile, what does Ramona get out of this? Well, if you ask Lauren, Ramona gets the, quote, guy who...
This is why this is what makes me believe that Lauren he's never been with a woman. I don't know, maybe he's fooled around, who knows, but he's never been in a relationship ever in his life. He never has. That I can tell you. Because nobody who's been in a real relationship would do this. I mean, it's unreal.
Wanted him to be, but the thing is, Ramona could have that in other guys.
Maybe Lauren would chain her up.
A lot of guys who are in her social
pretty unpredictable
circle,
sometimes.
who are begging her for attention that already show healthy and good partner characteristics. So it's not like Ramona's getting something that she wouldn't be getting before. And the question is, would Ramona rather be with someone who showed her those things off the bat, or someone who has to be convinced and coerced into showing her those healthy traits? I'd rather someone who never had the unhealthy characteristics.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna bring you guys with me and leave the microphone up to the toilet. So, no, I'm just kidding.
Treat.
That's what Lauren would do, though. No
I
doubt.
think you'd just be asking for money to not stop believing in them.
And see, and this whole believing in you thing it would be funny if it weren't such a manipulative tool, because when you say stuff like, well, believe in me, I mean, of course, everybody wants someone to believe in them. That's what everybody wants, but you have to show them something worth believing in order for them to, quote, believe in you. When you haven't shown them anything worth believing in, it's kind of a hard sell to think that they should just randomly start believing that you're going to be the exact opposite of what you've shown them for, as you like to say, 9 months.
So not drinking anymore?
That's subject to scrutiny because you have a breathalyzer that you have to take every day.
It doesn't matter if I have that or not. I still don't feel like drinking anyway.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. The only time, this is the longest since I've known you that you've gone without drinking, and it was during the time that you had a breathalyzer. You woke up after calling me a pathetic bitch and said, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. I'm going to stop drinking. You didn't say that then. You didn't say that after you called me an asshole. You didn't say that after you harassed me several times. You didn't say that at any of those times. You didn't say, I'm going to stop drinking because I don't like the way that I abuse you when I drink. Those words never came out of you.
I hated the way I abused you when I drank. I hated that.
You didn't hate it enough to stop. No, that's the point.
That's why I didn't understand why you kept challenging me on drinking more.
No, Warren. You're not going to put this on me. You're not going to put this on
you. I just telling you I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it.
You didn't hate drinking enough to not do it.
I'm not doing it anymore, and I'm not even, it doesn't even affect me anymore. It doesn't even affect me when I stop.
That's nice that you're not doing it anymore, but again, the point evades you, and you still don't get it. It's not about what you aren't doing anymore. It's about the fact that you started to begin with.
Just because I started when I was 20, that made you think that I was an alcoholic?
Now, where did I say that? It's the fact that you started drinking uncontrollable amounts of alcohol to begin with. I don't care how old you were when you started. That's irrelevant. What's relevant is the fact that you still, if you let me finish, what's relevant is the fact that you did it, started drinking the uncontrollable amounts, but B, you did not stop when you saw how you were abusing someone else.
I'm back.
You didn't stop because of that. You stopped when you
Sorry for that.
The probation officer gave you a breathalyzer. That's when you stopped.
I stopped, but even after I'm done with that, I don't plan on drinking.
I can just go by your actions.
Bobby Brown, how you doing?
That's all I have to go by. That's all I'm going to go by is your actions. And your actions, because this is the longest and this is the only time that you've gone any considerable length of time, meaning it'll be 3 weeks. You've gone 3 weeks without any alcohol. And that is during the time that you were on a breathalyzer.
God, I love my freedom. I don't drink or anything, but I sure like the fact that I have my own free will, that if I want to drink, I can, or put any substance in my body, I can. It must really suck being on probation for life. I couldn't imagine that. That'd be rough. So rough.
Given to you by your
You
state.
can't leave the state?
So
Without
it's
permission?
kind of a hard sell.
I had to be on the bad ride for 4 months. I still don't feel like drinking anyway.
You're not getting the point, Lauren, and I don't know if you're intentionally not getting the point.
What I'm getting from your point is that I would not be drinking I would not have stopped drinking if it weren't for this breathalyzer.
But you haven't done that before, so that is. So those words don't mean anything when you haven't gone a considerable amount of time without drinking before.
Well, as in Washington State, I went 2.5 years without drinking.
Hold on a second. I have to say something. Hold on a second.
Really, Abe? It seems hard to get away with to me. Especially with the person I was in a relationship with. Hoo-wee. She was quite crazy, to say the least. I got out of that one. Thank God. Thank Cawd.
Lauren, I bet you're sexier than the therapist is since Ramona's gone, by the way. I've seen both of
She
you.
thought because I was in a band I would like cheat on her with, any chance I could, which I never did. Yeah, just stupid stuff like that. Trying to control my life, tell me what to do, and that's not how a relationship works. And that's the thing too, is if you're cheating on your significant other, your girlfriend or boyfriend, they're going to find out one way or another, no matter what. So,
Seeing you and the therapist, I think you're sexier than
I've never
guys.
cheated on anybody.
You're doing good.
Thank you, bud. I need for her to know that.
Just an outsider's opinion.
Yeah, I know that, Dagmaster, and unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
Better than me. It's very bothersome. I don't want to.
It wasn't bad, though, but
I don't want to violate us.
bad better.
I mean, his face isn't as cute as yours, and you have bigger muscles. So what if his dick's like 2 times as big as yours? That doesn't mean anything. Who wants to get hurt by sex? I mean, I do, but Ramona doesn't. She's not like that.
Well, it's not like her to just go out and have sex like that.
Size doesn't matter, guys. Come on.
Well, she might not. I mean,
How many times do you guys think that when Lauren goes to a gas station, he buys those stupid pills, those snake oil salesman pills that claim that they'll make your you bigger down there? Shit cracks me up every time I see it.
Who knows? I can tell you this, though. I didn't set out having sex with the lawyer. He just kind of found his way into stuffing his cock into me, and that's what Ramona might need to realize that she loves you.
T. Davis, you know what? You just said the exact thing I was thinking about. Because that's how I got out of the relationship I was in, because I was in a relationship with someone that would do exactly that. And I have a lot of gear and a lot of guitars and a lot of expensive stuff. So I slowly made sure to get that out of the place we were living. And basically I just wore her down to the point where she ended up breaking up with me, which was funny because when she sat me down to tell me, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. All right. No worries.
But it's also the thing that you were saying earlier.
She was not happy about my response, I'll tell you that.
That's, I don't care about it from you.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Lauren, I was thinking of something because I did overhear your snarky therapist comment, and it's comments like that showed that you really haven't changed. But let's say
that makes sense,
that you understood.
Of course, rich men that travel and stuff like that. Of course, any decent-looking guy who's got money and a good job and has a witty personality. If he's a cheater, he's gonna cheat. He's gonna have someone on the side.
Definition of love, and let's say that you
Dirty Sanchez, hell yeah, Bobby Brown.
Argument's sake, okay?
I haven't heard that in forever.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand the definition of love. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in love with you still.
Okay.
Well,
Let's go with that. Part of love is wanting what's best for somebody.
yep, it is.
Would you be able to have the objectivity to look at a situation like this one and say, you know, I love Ramona so much that I'm going to let her go and be with the doctor or be with the therapist because that is what's best for her. Because these are guys who have shown her love from the day that they met her
They certainly do not, Ape.
up until now, and they never needed to prove anything. They never needed to get over anything. That these are guys who have shown her unconditional love
Definitely not me.
since the day that she met them. Would it be out of character for you to do that?
It would be out of character for me to do that because of the fact that I haven't had the chance to show you how I love you in person.
Oh, God.
You've had 9 months of chances, Warren.
Not in person.
Yeah, 9 months of him calling her a bitch and a whore and the C word and all that. All that. Yeah, that's going to be a good relationship. Very, very healthy, I think.
You have a chance.
What do you
in
guys
person.
think?
I don't have a chance in
But
person right now.
could it be that since what you've shown me over the phone is so unappealing, it really is, that it doesn't need to go in person in order for you to be able to say what Ramona needs is something, excuse me,
Just to show the real person that I am. So this person's all confused and scared of how we met, and other people are whispering things in his ears that she's just playing with me. She's not real. How come
She was a
won't
nice girl, and, yeah.
show herself? How come she's not here? How many times have you gone through this?
I
How
don't
many
think
other
Lauren
people
would
have
do
you
the
have-
tie-up
have
thing.
done-
I think Lauren would be the one to get tied up, and then they would just leave him there. Leave him there for dead. You got to remember, man, Lauren is just, you know, what's the word? He's definitely not an alpha. You know, he's not like alpha male Derek, right?
This thing to you and just
Ex Derek?
keep putting it up, and they're going to meet you.
and Lauren, it might,
It might be that I really believe in you, and I don't want to listen to them anymore.
Well, it might just be that you are going to be safer if you just not do that with people you don't meet and get serious about with Ramona after you guys meet. Isn't tonight, hey, just real quick, isn't tonight the Lily lunar eclipse?
I think tomorrow is the solar eclipse.
Oh, okay, I got it backwards. All right, go ahead, sorry.
Um,
Oh, here we go.
Sorry, I just
But, I mean, isn't it possible, all right, Bonnie Tyler, isn't it possible, though,
Lorne
that
Tyler.
it should be that perhaps Ramona
Like
should
Steven
be
Tyler?
dating people who are around her who have shown her these characteristics from day one?
He's a cuck.
There's a possibility that someone should say, okay, I really do believe in this guy, and I do believe that what he's telling me is true, and he is worth another 3 months to show us.
So, Lauren, I
Alpha.
asked you before, and
I'm an alpha.
and it begs
I think
the
Lauren probably thinks
question,
he's an alpha.
what have you done to show me?
Well, absolutely, he thinks he's an alpha. He, you know, he's so confident in himself. Certain things don't bother him. I don't know. Like, I can't explain what I would do if I was in his situation. Like, I don't know if I did what Lauren did with Kayla. I don't know if I could go on living. I don't think I'd want to. I'd feel it's too disgusting, and you know, I'd probably be like Jeff Stacy. I'd probably just tried to stab myself in the neck with a pencil or pen or whatever.
Anything.
That's me.
Or any reason why I should have any belief in you. It all boils back down to
Well, Bonnie Tyler, huh?
feelings. When you
See, I don't know too much
when you
about
answer that
country.
question, I say, Lauren, how do I know, why should I believe that you're going to be X, Y, and Z? And you say, like when I asked you, how do I tell my parents such and such a thing, you said that I should tell them that I, quote, have a feeling. I have a feeling that this could be a good guy. I have a feeling that he's going to do X, Y, and Z. That's what you always resort back to. And
have I ever wavered on telling you that I love you?
I love you.
You did one time. You did fine. You said fine. I don't fucking love you either one time.
Right. How do you love somebody over the phone? That's kind of weird. I don't know.
And that's fine, Lauren, because you shouldn't
Or
love
over the
me.
internet.
You've never met me. And
that's not fine because I was lying.
We all know he was 37 or 36, whatever, and he was super in love with Kayla. Like, he was so in love. Like, it was like his first love ever. You know how when you're like a young teen and or whatever, you're a teenager and you have a girlfriend, it's your first love, and when you break up, you get the heartbreak or whatever. That's how Lauren was. He was like so giddy and all of that, except it was all recorded in the chat, and it's so embarrassing, disgusting, and then the sexual stuff too, even like the whole Mr. Penis stuff is just it's so childish, but it's unforgivable.
I have every reason to love you.
Well, you don't know me, and that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm genuinely trying to help you and to guide you into a situation where maybe you'll find something with someone in your state.
Nope, won't happen.
That's better than clinging on to a fantasy of a girl who's half your age.
Fantasy, you're not a fantasy.
But I mean, it's a fantasy to think that you're going to.
I think Dagmaster, what was so groundbreaking too about the show was everything. Like, once again, it's not like a drug sting, for example. Say you were buying drugs from somebody and it turned out to be a cop or something like that. What recorded, information is there? Maybe a couple of text messages, maybe a phone call or something like that. So it's not, I think in Lauren's case, there was like so much data with between the chat log and the phone calls. It's so crazy. And then all the video footage from him at the Sting house. He's got to be the number one predator for data, for having the largest chat log and all of that and everything. So he's very special person, very, very, very special. And it's just, I don't think I'll ever understand it. I don't think I'll ever get over it. So I don't know. But when you're building a fucking goddamn gym for a fucking church, you probably think you can get away with things, especially when you're lulling it up all day.
Magically get everything in line, and you're magically going to win my parents over and my family and friends.
I cannot guarantee that I'm going to win them over.
Damn right, Roberto.
You are the one that I am in love with.
But
I'm not in love with your family or your friends.
Anti-David.
They're important.
You're the one that I'm in love with. The only one that I care to change for is you.
That's not good. The only girl I want to change for is you? What does that mean? The only person you should really want to change for is yourself, you dipshit.
But they're important to me. But, I mean, it's a fantasy because
I can't do anything about the way that they feel. the only person that I can care about
He was.
is you. I mean, I care about it.
And I cannot believe that no other, like, television or crime show has ever picked up on this and did a story about it, because it's so interesting. It really is. Like, if they had, just imagine if, like, on court TV, they had Laurenography chat log readings by, like, professional studio frickin' actors, right? And then sort of showed all the footage and everything and talked about the whole, and even all these calls, at least if not played clips of them and then just told the story. I mean, imagine the ratings it would get.
Yeah, that you have a good family and friends. I care about that stuff.
The TV sucks
And
now.
you're the one that
The internet's just taking
saying
over.
That I how do I word this? I'm changing for myself.
Or a Netflix series. I said that before.
I'm becoming the person that I used to be when I was before I saw ever screwed me over. My head is getting back to straight again. But if it weren't for you, I would have had a problem doing that.
Lauren, if your head were
the
getting
person that you are and that you've been to me.
Yeah, he would.
That's what makes.
I mean, record labels would be lined up to sign him, right? Let me give anybody or everybody a little word of advice. Please don't get into the music business. It's not an easy road. I did it for many, many years, and it doesn't matter how good you are. I mean, you could be the greatest singer on the planet. If you don't have the right connections, if you don't follow through on every little thing when it comes to, like, having a publicist or a manager, like, everything has to be followed through on. And even after all of that is followed through on, it's still uncertain that you're ever going to get picked up by a major label. It's so basically you spend a ton of money and work your ass off, and it's so rare to get famous. It just is. And Lauren thinks it's like this easy thing that he's going to just go to Nashville and automatically become a country star. Well, boy, he was very ill-informed about the music business. And plus, this was after Napster, too, so.
The big difference, because you believed in me. And that's what brought
Things
me
changed.
to become the person that I know I am now.
If your head were really getting back to straight, as you put it, you would you would be thinking about options of dating people who are nearby you.
I don't know, Jess, but I've lost my shoes many times, and
Don't do that.
But this person is telling you
I shouldn't say lost them, but
that's what you should be
mislocated them.
looking at,
I hate that.
because that is what's best for you.
What's best for me is to not violate the person that I'm in love
I'm
with.
settling for you.
I have said before, but I know, but it's kind of different when I'm telling you one thing. I have said before that I don't love you, and that is true. But I am doing something more loving than anything that you have done for me.
The best thing that Lauren could have ever done was gone on American Idol, or like tried out for it. I mean, he wouldn't have made it, but maybe because of his funny voice and stuff, maybe he, somebody would have been interested in him or something. I don't know. Shit, I'm still thinking about going on America's Got Talent. Shit, fuck it. Why not?
Which is, I am telling you to go be
I'll sell out at this point. I don't even care.
meet your needs and who is willing to
Because I'm going to
do
be a
that,
millionaire.
and who is in your state, who can give you
Like
the
Lauren
kind of
always says.
relationship that you want. I'm doing that, and I don't even love you. You say that you love me, and you won't do that.
I won't do that because I won't violate you.
It's not violating anymore.
I will not go out and sleep with somebody else.
Yeah. I'm very happy about the anniversary coming up, Dagmaster, and I have to say, Lucy, yeah, his look, definitely not a teen idol, right? I mean, young girls aren't going to have that face on their wall, that's for sure.
I'm bringing the disease back to you. That's not happening.
Well, you're not going to be sleeping with me. That's thing one. And thing two, you're not violent.
You ain't sleeping with me? What are you talking about? She's laying it down now.
You're not going to be sleeping. You're not going to be sleeping with me. That's thing one. And thing two, it's not violating.
I'm not going to be sleeping with you?
I am. You are not violating me when I am suggesting something to you to do.
That definitely would be a violation.
Violating you. Can't do that.
Well,
I'll not only be violating you, I'd be violating everything I do with them.
Cawd! Cawd! You're not gonna sleep with me? That's literally like me being like to somebody in the chat, you're not gonna come up and meet me and sleep with me? Like, what?
Can you sing a song for us, Lauren? This is getting really tense. I think we need to take a little bit of
Aerodo, hiya, sir.
a break.
Welcome.
Here's something relaxing. Can you please?
I can. The song that you want to have.
Howdy, stranger.
Sing.
Layla by Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
There was
Oh,
a
big one.
there was
I don't know all that song.
let me tell you a story. I can talk about her without crying, but there was a goat at my favorite animal sanctuary, and her name was Layla. And I used to always sing that song.
I remember you saying that.
Sing that was special.
I could sing a Layla song for Lauren.
Let's hear it.
I don't remember all the words, so I can't sing it.
It goes, what do you do when you get horny? You want to put your dick inside. Ramona is in another state. Guess you'll have to fuck your hand, Lorny. Got an operation on her knee, Lorny.
Oh, God.
I would give anything to be able to be there.
He is laughing at the fact that they're totally making fun of him. Oh, fantastic.
Every need that she possibly has.
Sing Alan Jackson.
Including
An Alan Jackson song.
Yeah, do it.
Can you sing an Alan Jackson song?
Yes.
I can, but
Bye.
I have a better one. Just hang on.
Oh, okay.
You're beautiful.
Trying to think about it.
I don't know about that, Lucy.
All right.
I think that he would say to you, I think he'd say, you're beautiful.
Hold on a second.
He'd show up to your house and he'd be like, I thought you were supposed to be 13.
Last night I came home again, 3 sheets to the wind. Broke a promise I swore I'd never break. It came as no surprise, either heard and around, like about the long table where she prayed. This time I thought for sure that she was good as gone. She just wiped her tears away,
Oh,
put
my
some
God.
coffee on. I don't know why she even hangs around. After all the hell I put her through,
I wouldn't know why either if I was you, Lauren.
She has more faith in me than anyone has ever found. Heaven knows how much I need her. Thank God for a believer. She says, boy, I still love you. stronger than the 93. Cycling coursing through my veins.
Is this I Drive My Truck?
For long you'll get it right. I wish to God that I could say the same. Sunday morning here beside her in the pew. With bloodshot eyes I try to see her point of view. And I don't know why she even hangs around. So all the hell I put it through, and the
Beer bottle in the background.
Down. She has more faith in me than anyone has ever found. Heaven knows how much I need her. Thank God for
What's up, John Lindsay?
There you go. How's that sound?
Like shit. It sounded like shit, Lauren. For sure. What'd you guys think? Definitely not studio quality, that's for sure.
Is either one of you even listening?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. How's that sound?
Very touching. It's beautiful.
I think, what did I say, Emma? Did you even hear me?
I heard you, but I don't know the song, so it sounded like a Lorne Armstrong original to me.
Me too. I didn't know that it wasn't an original, but I got to hop off of here because Fro just came and told me that dinner is ready. We're having tofu scramble and tater tots. So
that sounds like a nickname for Lauren's genitals, tofu scramble and tater tots. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for ruining tofu scramble
And Lauren thinks that's also funny.
and tater tots.
Hey, yeah, they shouldn't have ruined it. They should have made it taste better.
Oh, gosh. Anywho, so, like, I'll hop off of here, but, like, you guys, like, have fun, and I'm going to eat my dinner.
Yeah. I have about 20 more minutes, and I got to start making dinner. But Lauren has something important to tell you, so I'm going to be quiet.
He's in
I love
love.
you, don't forget it.
Thank you.
I knew that was coming.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See, that was nice. You wooed her with a song afterwards, so she didn't hang up upset. Wasn't that nice? That was a great job you did.
Great job.
I'm wondering if you understood what the words were saying.
Well, I hope so, because I could hear it. It came right out of your heart, up your throat, and into my ears, and hers too.
I hope she understood that. So shit that I don't want her having sex with anybody. Bothers me to no end, I know. She's my woman.
It's all work and no play for old Lorny boy. But that's what he deserves. Right?
I brought us to this because my ignorance, like confusion and
Yeah.
I mean, like, how could I not be confused? I really wish that a long time ago she would have sent me a video of her, show me that she was who she was and that she wasn't playing with me. And I wish we would have.
I can honestly tell you, if I was a female, I would totally try to track Lauren down and try to codfish him. Maybe he's a little bit smarter these days. I don't know. I would hope so.
Met her a long time ago, so I wouldn't have this thing that I've had to deal with my probation officer, my counselor, and therapist. 9 months.
Lauren, are you crying?
You can start and read that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Show who I really am.
Uh-oh.
I think she's able to see it. I think she's being kind of cold toward you right now because she wants to see it before she starts getting feelings for you again, because it really hurt her the way you treated her. And now that she's just a little bit more vigilant, it's just going to take a while to win her over again. But you're doing a great job. You're being very romantic and respectful.
Right, Lauren, you got to send a lot more D pics to her. That you got to do. Come on now. Get on it. And pictures of you taking a piss and all that. That's what turns women on right there. Right there.
Yeah.
The Lauren Love Tower.
Yeah.
The Bent Love Tower.
Oh. Bothers me so much. Guy all of a sudden just popped into her life. All the good things that she said about him, and going on that first date with him, things she said then, and then going over his house the other night. That bothered me. I wasn't going to go on my days.
Well, what if what if the therapist, let's just say that she told me the therapist might have given her a goodnight kiss.
It would bother me.
But why?
Why not?
She said it was just a peck.
He gave her a kiss on the lips.
It was just a peck.
On the lips.
It was like 10 seconds.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. No, she made out with him.
I don't know if she opened her mouth, but I don't even know if she was awake.
It was to his quack, not his lips.
Jesus.
Just a little
If
peck.
she wasn't awake, how would she know about it?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
She certainly wasn't honest with me about it and didn't tell me about it.
About it?
And that was it. That was Friday night?
It was on the cheek, not on the lips. That's why I said they didn't use their mouth. But it was an embrace.
Buckle up, Lauren.
With mouth on cheek and...
Because we're going back down again. It's an up and down thing here. It's like two ends of the spectrum on these calls. And it's great. This is like, Freud himself would really have something to gnaw on here.
It was just more sweet and supportive than sexy. I mean, she said she felt him get aroused on her leg, but she broke off the hug after that. Maybe she waited 5 seconds and then pushed him away.
And this shouldn't even be happening.
Exactly, Roberto. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine?
I won't be able to handle it. If she has sex with anybody, I won't be able to handle it.
Well, then I'll just tell her not to tell you.
And it's not even that. Just anybody he knows. I mean, all you have to do is Google Lauren Armstrong. Lauren Armstrong. Google it. That's all you got to do. And anybody who does that, and I guarantee you probably most people I know have probably Googled my name, including employers. At least I would hope. And pretty much the only thing you're going to find on the internet with my name is maybe something connected to my music or connected to my last name, considering, I'm 13th generation of a family that came over on the Mayflower. You'd find that. And then there's another guy with the same name as me, except different middle name, who back in the 1800s came up with the idea for the cell phone. He didn't invent it, but he came up with the first idea called the vest pocket telephone.
That'll make it
I thought that was cool.
That won't make it work because she doesn't. And she doesn't
No pedophiles with my name, though, that I know of.
No, well, what she does on her break is her business, though. If she wears a condom, like if she sucks his cock and wears it with a condom, that's okay. You won't get anything.
Ha!
She sucks his cock.
His
and brings
cock.
her mouth back to me and wants to stick her tongue in my mouth.
Yeah.
That shit don't work for me either.
Whoa.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he's got a quantum on.
I'm not in agreement with this
That's not cheating.
stuff at all.
Lauren, you might just have to accept something that you don't like, and that's that.
And that's the other thing. You're right, Aaron E., because the name Armstrong has got some a lot of tainted things. Like, look at Lance Armstrong, the bike rider, right? I mean, he got caught up in that big scandal with blood doping and taking drugs to win the Tour de France and all that. So yeah, there's something going on with that Armstrong name. I don't know. It's just it's got bad luck or something.
Ramona's sexually attracted to the therapist, and she might want him to fuck her good, and then make her choice after that. And she has the right to do that because she's not tied to anybody right now.
She has the right to do that, but she does. She's going to take a chance at losing any chance with me.
Jeremy DeWitt tried what? Changing his name?
She
I
knows
believe
how
that.
I feel about it. I can't stop the way I feel about it. That's the way I feel about it.
Well, you can still love somebody and fuck somebody else. I do it all.
If I had Lauren's background, and I had a job interview, I would be so freaking nervous. I'd probably have to like be on Valium or something because, oh my God, Cawd. I mean, just imagine that. Imagine, like, say they're in the interview, right? They're in the middle of it, and just so happen the guy's got his smartphone there, and just for the shits and giggles, Googles Lawrence Armstrong's name.
All the time.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, but
I'm in love with you, and I fuck the therapist. Or, I mean, the lawyer.
I don't do it.
I'm eating a peanut butter Snickers. You want a bite?
Yeah.
No?
I haven't even had supper. I haven't even had anything that I don't feel like eating.
Lorna, you gotta eat. Gotta feed that body so you keep getting buff.
I'd be drinking coffee.
That doesn't count, Lorne.
It does. Fills me up.
Is that his weak coffee?
Oh, God.
Lauren,
It's stressful.
there are lots of women in your area who would love to date you. On one of your videos earlier, this girl Piper said that she thought that you were the finest specimen of man or something to that effect.
Sure.
She commented on your YouTube page because I play your songs sometimes in the background when I clean. And I saw some comments on there.
Comments.
There are women who love you.
I don't want anything to love me. I want Ramona to love me. I want the chance that we're supposed to have. Me being able to have a straight head. And,
That's what he would say. He'd say, "Oh, Cawd," and then he would tell everybody else that, "Oh, I went to the job interview and I told the guy to fuck off. He was an asshole."
I have that. But
you don't know.
Ruin it. Ruin everything that we can have.
He's finally beginning to tire out. He's tiring out.
I understand the pressure that's on her, but it doesn't mean that she has to give her body away to satisfy people around her.
Lauren should run for president.
Yeah. I don't know.
He could be the pink party. Yeah, like he would never cheat on somebody, right? We already know that he's done that.
Well, I know it's upsetting, but here's the thing, Lauren. You are resilient. Look at all the shit you've gone through, and you're still standing on your own 2 feet. You're posing in front of a fire like a Greek Adonis.
That is true.
You have a woman who is just having some problems in her life, and now that's your next challenge. And your challenge will be, am I mature enough to accept that Ramona can do what she wants with her body and still come back to me because she will realize I'm changed and I'm the best for her? That's your next challenge. And if you are going to take it up,
gotta accept it.
You gotta man up, stop crying about Ramona, live your life for you, and that will make her want you more. Because if I know anything about women,
that is true.
We don't like it when there's a man chasing us all around, acting like, pitiful. We pay attention when you guys kind of ignore us a little bit.
Yep, that is
She
so
wants
true.
to know that you are dependent and strong-minded, not weak-minded and codependent.
Everything she is saying is 100% true to the T. To the T. Women are so turned off by guys that are desperate and won't leave them alone. It's when you meet a girl that is you're friends with, and maybe you may flirt a little bit and talk on the phone, but you always got to make sure, though, when they call you, don't answer. Don't answer it, and then call her back. It's just a game. I learned that game a long time ago. And I'm not saying you have to be an asshole to get women. No, you don't. Be a very nice individual and get some nice women, but you have to not act like a psycho and just act normal and go with the flow. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If, it works out, then great. But Lauren just doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand how to just give people their space,
That's not attractive, Lauren. And she likes you, and you love her. And one way you can show her that you love her is by letting her make her own choices. She will come back to you like a boomerang.
But if she cares about me at all, she's not going to sleep with somebody else.
That's not true.
It is.
What do you mean by that, Lucy? I would get pissed off, though, if that's happened to me and forgot the guy.
I care for somebody a great deal, you, and I sleep with somebody else.
Yeah, but you're my friend.
Right, but it doesn't mean that's the thing. I can want to have sex with my friend, and Ramona can want to have sex with her friends.
The only one I can't have sex with is her. That's where my heart is.
My heart.
If she would tell me that she has sex with someone else,
then
there's
fuck
no
it.
way my heart could be there.
But it's just...
Well, no, it's not hard to get, Lucy. I don't mean like that. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, not putting pressure on you to want to date said guy, right? For example, if you and I met, right? Say we just met and we're friends. We're just friends, right? But say maybe I had feelings for you or you had feelings for me. Had that come up and you were not playing hard to get but just weren't showing signs of interest, I would let it be. I would leave it alone and I would still be friends, but I wouldn't pressure you into a relationship, and I certainly wouldn't not be a friend with you anymore just because because you're not into me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be attracted to every person. And I'm not talking about just their looks. Their personality plays a huge role as well, so.
It's cock and pussy. Cock and pussy, pumping and squirting, and that's it. It feels good.
Yeah.
You're done. You go home. It's not making love.
Yeah, but it's an area that only I should be in. Like mine is an area that only she should be in.
Like, for example, Lucy, what if I, we just had met and became friends and I was calling you 20 times a day? Would that be attractive to you? No, you'd probably think I was crazy and you'd want me out of your life. I mean, I would. If you were calling me 20 times a day, I'd be like, what is going on here?
Hey, I just got a text from the lawyer. He wants to video chat and have me show him my titties.
There we go.
So I'm going to go ahead and let you go so I can bounce them around on cam for him. But you just stay strong, okay?
Oh, you're so funny.
I want to make you laugh. That's the whole point. All right, hot stuff. I'll talk with you soon.
Go bunch of titties for him.
I will, both of them.
See, Lauren's back up again. He's turned on.
Thank you, Emma.
All right. You're very welcome, Lauren. Bye.
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 Okay, here we go. This is the next call called Lauren is Easy to Fool. Let's check it out. Here we go. I gotta turn it up a little bit. I think I got it.
Hello.
Hey, sorry, I had to sign a new permission slip for her. I didn't realize it was going to take me long.
You had to what?
I had to sign a new permission slip for my niece. I'm sure you remember. I'm raising her, and I dropped her off at band, and she's playing the French horn. I'm so proud of her, but because it's heavy,
God.
I had to sign a
God.
permission slip because she's kind of small. And
So, her daughter's her niece? This is great. Oh, my God.
so
And the French horn is bigger than her?
yeah. So if she hurts her back or if she forgets to wear
It is,
a brace,
Lucy.
then it's on her.
It
So
really is.
I signed it.
How'd you wind up raising your niece?
Obsession and stalking that's not normal.
Oh, I didn't tell you? My sister's husband. My sister's husband passed away last year around August, around this time. And my sister,
no kidding.
yeah, she relied on him for income. I think I told you.
That's correct, Roberto.
She's in an assisted living facility because she has kidney failure and other health problems.
Oh.
So my
They didn't
niece.
tell me that. That's cool.
Yeah. So it's I'm raising her now. She lives here with us.
Well, that's good that they have you down.
Yeah, I couldn't let her go into foster care.
That is good.
I had to get my shit together, and it's embarrassing to have to pee in a cup so you can watch your own niece, but I know I have to take responsibility for my behavior, so.
Yeah, but you do what you gotta do. You get shit trained out, so that's better.
Yeah, and my charge is going to go away
I know what you mean, T. Davis. Bot.
next year because it was
What?
my charge is going to go away next year.
Good.
It's not an expungement. Anyway, it was my first offense, so I just have to keep doing my counseling and getting positive.
Behave yourself.
Yeah. And that's the only time I ever got caught up with drugs, and I'm not doing it again, so I got a lot of people counting on me.
Now I got a question.
Okay.
How did this wind up on YouTube?
How did what wind up on YouTube?
And this letter this woman sent to me. When you said in your last call, I heard the other day was that you can only get the truth from Emma because Ramona doesn't tell you things that made me mad and sad. How'd that wind up on YouTube?
Those are from like a long time ago. I remember listening to that call like a month ago.
Yeah, but still, how did it wind up on YouTube?
I don't know. I didn't upload it. I'm not the one that was doing all the phone fuckery, so I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do is contact clobbering time. or any of the full-timers or the people that have been doing it for very long. That's the best thing. I've gotten a lot of audio files emailed to me from just other people. So, but
Somebody got a hold of the conversation somehow and uploaded it.
These are things that don't make sense.
They're good questions. I wish I had an answer. I mean, I could try to make something up and be a liar, but I don't know how they wound up on YouTube. I heard a conversation between you and your mom. I heard me and Ramona talking about the doctor way before the therapist was in the picture. And this was like right around the time that TJ found out about you. But ever since then, I haven't seen any new calls uploaded.
Give me something far away.
Do I?
Yeah, now.
in the dump, I'm sure, yeah, there's lots of bonus material.
Sorry. I have my headphones in and I have a microphone on them. I'm driving.
Oh. This is stuff that doesn't make sense to me. I'm still winding up on YouTube conversations that I'm having.
Yeah, I mean, I can give you
Yeah, I wonder that too.
ideas, but that's just conjecture. I
Wonder
have
why-
no proof. I'm not involved in the
I
community
wonder why all my phone calls are up on YouTube as well. It's weird. Wonder why my streams are up on YouTube.
anymore, so I don't know. If you like, I can
I
message
know
some
the
old
phone-
friends.
I don't remember the phone got hacked, but she supposedly had fixed that already.
Yeah.
So stuff should not be getting on the internet.
Well, like I said, there's nothing new that I've seen, but I don't ever go into that forum anymore, so do you want me to check? See if there's anything new? I have to
You
log
can if you
into
want,
it.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
check see if there's anything new on there.
Okay, so I have my phone. Let's see.
You think I'd be mad about this shit, but
Well,
it just makes me fucking...
I think I'd be mad about it. I certainly would. But, you know, I wouldn't be talking like that on the phone with someone I've never met and don't trust. Don't trust. By the way, thank you guys for being in here too. You guys are the Shisa.
laugh. It was like, are you serious?
It doesn't do
People want to
anything but
fucking
make
hear
you
this
look.
for me that bad as a fucking putting shit on YouTube. What
The only stuff that I heard makes you look good. That's
What the fuck?
thing. If people are going to upload stuff, like I haven't heard any phone calls with you yelling at Ramona like she says you have. The phone calls that I
You
heard,
never heard any of them?
no. All I've heard was I've heard you talking
I've
sweetly.
yelled at it. I've yelled at it before. I'm not innocent of that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that you are or aren't, but I'm saying that everything that's up there doesn't make you look negative. I see you being
Oh, I have some voicemails from Lauren, and we'll get to those sooner or later.
sweet to your mom. You know, there was another conversation between you and Ramona where you guys talked about her going on disability. That was way before her surgery, and she was going to start physical therapy, and you told her you loved her and take it easy. But those are the calls that I heard, and then I heard another one where Ramona gave you a list of things, I guess, that you needed to do, and you said that you'd been staying sober. So I remember in the comments everybody was congratulating you on not drinking anymore, but that was like a month and a half ago.
She needs to do something with her phone because that shit ain't good.
Well, like I said, the only thing I know is
It's not good.
stuff from like a month and a half ago.
Fuck.
I'm checking right now. Sorry, I'm by a train.
The biggest problem that I have is
Don't talk about trains. Only talk about tracks. White tracks.
when conversations with my mom gets on there.
Yeah, your mom is innocent, and I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Your mom didn't do anything to anybody. She's an elderly woman. She doesn't
And she's
deserve...
going on 77 years old. So people need to really put some truth in them because
Well, I think that's
they're
elder
taking it to a
abuse.
spot that's not good.
That's prosecutable. That's more than just civil. I think that could be considered elder abuse, don't you?
And I do. Really.
Because your mom was never convicted of anything. All she's done is be there for you.
That is true.
My mom, awesome. She
So,
certainly doesn't deserve
She
to be
loves
put on the
Lorne.
internet without her own mom.
okay, so here we go.
But you know, what mother doesn't love their son, I guess, right? I'm sure there's some out there, or a lot out there that don't, but that's gotta suck. That's gotta really suck to have a son that did this.
There won't be any more three-way calls from my mom.
I agree with you on that. I don't think that's wise. Okay, so I'm on Lorne
As much as I
Armstrong.
love Ramona, it's not going to happen no more three-way calls from my mom because her phone's obviously getting hacked. Something's fucked up is going on. So
Well, like I said,
you
I
need to do
don't
something about
know.
her phone.
I don't know if that's the case anymore because everything that's here is old. I'm looking at the forum. I'm on my phone. I have my headphones in so I can see the screen. Okay, Church of Cawd forum. It's loading.
Yeah, probably
Lorne
not.
Armstrong
I'm having
material.
a
Aaron.
hard time hearing you again.
Sorry. The new Lorne
you
Armstrong
go.
material. It says,
Rabbit hole? T. Davis? Seriously? Rabbit hole? It's a lot bigger than a rabbit hole. It's like, it's like finding Bigfoot. That's Lorne.
last post was July 17th.
This whole circus that happened in Lorne's life, I would, if you told me this really happened, like before it happened, I'd never believe it. I'd probably believe that there's Bigfoot before this. So, just throwing that out there.
And have you seen the video where Andrew Burkett is analyzing Lorne Armstrong's conversation with Ramona?
That's great.
I think Lorne is doing well. He has stopped drinking. I, for one, believe him. I don't know that he would ever rape
Lucky to Andrew Burkett, by the way, for getting the shout so Lorne knows who he is.
a girl in his previous state of mind, but I can tell you that it is my opinion that Lorne is not a dangerous person and should be left alone. And here's Darth Armstrong. I concur. This has gone too far. How are these private conversations being released? This one says Nathaniel Twin. I don't know. I haven't been able to get anything for a while, but I am going to release if I can. There is a problem with my electronics. And that's the last post, the 17th of July.
That's some weird ass shit. People are fucking. I don't understand why they're so obsessed with it.
Isn't that when Ramona uninstalled that weird?
It's the
she
Church
told
of
me there was
Cawd,
a weird
baby.
application on her phone that she didn't
Church of
recognize.
Cawd.
She she took it off like last month, and that might be why there's
Well,
no.
What sucks? What sucks is she got a new phone. But the problem is she's gonna have to get another phone and pay attention to what she's downloading or uploading or whatever. Whatever you do with the apps.
Yeah,
Download,
no, she
upload, whatever.
does.
She's gonna have to pay close attention to what she's putting on there. Or what she's accepting, how she's accepting shit like that.
Oh, this is bullshit.
That's what the case is. Then
There's a
not
message
a good
here.
thing.
There's a message here that says, I think Ember is the one behind all of this stuff, and I'm going to let Lorne know about everything. Well, if I was behind it all, there'd be a lot more uploaded than just a conversation with your mom. I mean, I'm not. I don't know.
I think that's really disgusting for people to want to upload conversation with somebody's mom.
Ramona didn't do that. I know. I can say that she
I know
didn't.
Ramona wouldn't do something like that.
Yeah,
She can think the world of her nana, and she's talking to my mom. The problem is, until she gets a new phone, she can't do a three-way conversation with my mom. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's I think that's wise because really your conversations with your mom, as much as you love Ramona, they don't have anything to do with her anyway.
Yeah. Well, some of them do.
Well, maybe, but I don't see why.
Like last time I let Mom talk to Mom, told Mom all the stuff that I did, calling her all the names I called her and all that shit.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. Okay, so you're right. That would be relevant. But other than that...
T. Davis, you're funny.
Other than that, they don't have anything to do with Ramona anyway.
Yeah.
It's a gold mine, all right.
So I think that's wise.
Like I said, this needs to be digitally stored in the Smithsonian Museum for under NBC, right?
I think she just wanted security to know that I wasn't talking to another woman. That
Should be a vote on that.
That might be it. I got shit from the lawyer.
I think she was doing the same thing that I do, only she was being a little more discreet about it. And I was a little more accepting of that.
I think we're all a little alike, because the lawyer, when I went on cam that night with the lawyer, he said, "What were you doing today?" I said, "I was talking to an old friend, and he's doing well." And the lawyer said, I said, "Yeah." I told him I was gonna get off the phone and show you my titties, and he said, "Why are you telling another man that?" I was like, "Oh my God, here we go."
See, Lauren's up again now. He's making another guy jealous.
Yeah, just no, you don't come out with me because you wanted to have my baby.
Oh yeah,
it's okay for him to do it.
Yeah, I didn't tell him it was you because I don't want him to feel uncomfortable. He knows that I have a little crush on you, so I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable.
I told Ramona that this time apart is not a good idea because I feel like this happening. It's not a good idea.
It's not.
The break,
fucking
not a good idea.
God damn it!
We're already far enough apart as it is.
What?
Does she agree with you?
Huh?
Did she say she agreed with you?
Well, we were supposed to talk about it. And, yeah, she
choked up a little bit there, T. Davis.
Her brother falls asleep.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's like she doesn't know anything that's going on with me right now.
Gotta remember, I was in the music business. I've seen every drug there is, every addiction there is, except for counting hairs down there and shaving down there. Other than that, I've pretty much seen everything.
Okay. I have contact with her.
And I haven't seen pedophilia either.
She has no idea that
Thank God.
I have to go down tomorrow to my drug test and my physical and
drug test.
My driving test tomorrow.
Congratulations, Lauren! All right.
I'm
so happy for you. That's great.
You was on the phone with me when she was debating with me about whether or not I really had the job.
I remember that because she didn't know that you. She's like, you can't have a job without doing the test or road test or something.
Yeah, well, you can because the lady hired me.
That's cool. You live in a legal state like I do, where it's recreationally legal. I do.
They're in different states.
I can legally smoke marijuana in my home. Yeah, anytime I want.
The guy that I thought was going to give me the road test, he's not the one that's actually going to give me the road test. He's the one that, basically he's my boss, I guess. I don't really know all the facts yet, but he's in Massachusetts.
It's not California.
The one that hired me is in Pennsylvania.
Whoa.
So it's not a small company.
No, I'm in Illinois. It just went legal here. It went legal here in January. So, except the stupid thing about Illinois is the prices they're charging. Like, yeah, you're never going to cut out. The only way to cut out street dealers is to make the price lower than what it's sold for on the street, right? That's how that works. But they don't want to do that, so people are still going to sell it illegally.
There's hired 3 different companies.
Dipshits.
And they're opening up different terminals. And they're expanding pretty quickly. So, which already means that they're probably already down in Maryland, so...
Like, legally, if you don't have a medical card in Illinois, It's like $75 for an eighth of regular stuff. It's ridiculous. Where on the street, I can get an eighth of really, really good stuff for $40. Like, what's going on here?
If this happens with me and Ramona, then I might just have to transfer.
Oh, that would be great. Would your...
It would,
you can put
especially
it...
with the benefits that I get.
Yeah.
Medical and dental, 401k. It's just, I can't believe I've got this opportunity.
I'm telling you,
especially
Lauren.
driving truck. It's like, just like, wow.
That was your dream. And I remember you and I looked at that job and we were like, that'd be great if you could get it.
By the way,
And
Lucy,
lo
what do you
and
mean
behold,
by,
you're
what
right.
about
Put in
orgy?
for it. That's just
What is
funny.
that?
Yeah.
I know it's a band.
It's fucking hilarious.
Because I've actually played with the band Orgy, but I don't know what you mean.
I couldn't believe it. Well, when I fucking see that, I was like, Jesus Christ. And the next day,
But yeah.
the lady told me, I was like, well,
T. Davis, the street prices are way cheaper, and it's just going to keep going on that way until they, bring down the prices.
Jesus Christ, I was like, that fucking name sounds awful familiar. And the next day, the lady fucking told me, I was like, holy fuck.
Holy
awesome.
fuck.
It all kind of,
Yeah.
it's coming together for you. Like you said, you had the shittiest time in your life since you've been out and
I don't
free.
smoke at all.
Now it seems like it's going to be the best
The only
time
thing
in
I
your
do,
life.
edibles.
You know what's funny? Is everything went downhill for me in a matter of 1 week. You know, me and Ramona were talking about it. Neither one of us could fucking believe it. It was just like my fucking, what was that? It was my job. I got fired from my job.
My job.
Oh, what was it? Yeah, I got fired from my job first. And I think it was either the next day or the day after that.
You know what Lauren's 30-year-old daughter laughs at him about? The fact that he's a pedophile.
My truck broke down, so it wasn't running right. And then it was fucking, I was losing my place that I was living in.
And then your family member became
It was like
ill.
everything was right fucking...
Yeah, T. Davis has got some age on me, that's for sure. His son or his daughter's only 5 years younger than me.
When the fucking weight falls on your head, it definitely falls on your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, T. Davis, you might want to get your daughter's phone number for Lauren. I think he'd be the perfect guy.
I had no idea that it was bringing me to something better.
Isn't it funny how that works out?
Now, oh my God, it's fucking hilarious.
It's fucking
it's great.
fucking
I look back at
hilarious.
I look back at it now and I think of the conversation me and Ramona had.
Yeah, I don't drink no more.
At the time,
I quit that
holy
years
fuck.
ago.
Yeah.
That was...
Just can't do the hangovers. Just can't do it. Nope.
Jesus.
It's funny how things kind of fall together because, you have that machine now at your house. You have no craving for drinking. You've been trying to change,
Yeah, I don't
and
really...
now your life has changed completely from last month to this month. It's like black and white.
Yeah, shit, no kidding.
So I'm so happy for you. I
I'm
really am.
trying to get my brother to quit drinking.
Do you think you will?
I think
couldn't
there's a chance
imagine.
of it because
I couldn't imagine being like a full-blown alcoholic. Like somebody who... Like I had a friend about a year ago. At the age of 33. Yeah, this is 2 years ago because he was the same age as me. He died from complete liver failure at the age of 33 from drinking. Didn't take pills. He did smoke pot, but that's all he did was drink and smoke pot. But he was such an alcoholic that it killed him. And I couldn't believe it. I was blown away because I had no idea he drank that much. He kind of moved away and we got out of touch, and it was so weird because in high school he was like the straight guy. I was the one partying it up in high school, where he was a little bit more straight. But later on, yeah. And his father died the same way. It's sad.
I think he's seeing me and how much better
Alcohol's
I'm doing.
dangerous.
I think
Much more dangerous than
he
pot.
must be doing a lot better too.
to your health.
Of course.
He's a hell of a worker too.
And driving.
When he's drinking, he even works. He just one of those guys that can't stop working. But he just talks a lot when he drinks. He stays up all night. That's right down today. All he's trying to tell you need to cut that shit out.
So
But,
Ethan,
and today was the first time that he mentioned that.
Thanks, Lauren's
he's thinking
dad.
about stopping drinking.
I know. I am new to this. This is like a new thing to me. I don't have that many subscribers. Well, actually, to me, it's a lot. It's over 100. That's a lot. But it would be cool to someday make it to 500, maybe 1,000 even. That would be awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this, no doubt. Especially because of you guys. It's hilarious just talking and doing this, and it's fun for everybody. It's just it's entertainment. It makes people feel better about their own lives.
I mean, you're the younger
That's what I'm trying to
brother.
do.
He looks up to you.
I'm trying to help people, not Lauren.
Yeah.
That's great.
Evidently, he always has. I don't know why. I don't know what I ever did.
Well, you've gone through some crazy shit in your life, and
Yeah.
you still are able to be
okay.
optimistic.
Yeah,
you
lock
enjoy
up your daughters and watch out. Lauren's coming in town.
life. You're not bitter. You're optimistic. And who wouldn't want to have that outlook, you know? I'd be
The
doing
way I
the
see
same
it
thing.
is, it doesn't matter what you go through in life. There's nothing in this world worth committing suicide or anything like that. It's just a matter of time. Things are going to pass, and you're going to get over it. And you can move on with your life. But it's things that I really believe in that I have a problem with.
I mean,
Like,
Lucy,
I really believe in me and Ramona.
we could probably hook that up, if you're interested in Lauren, right? I mean, he needs somebody to rub his hairy back and belly.
Right.
So I have a problem with all of this crap that's happening.
And I agree with
I
you.
don't.
I would too. If I were in your position, I'd be skeptical of everything and everybody, except for the fact that you've been talking to this person.
Yeah, T. Davis, your daughter must think you're nuts. You're nuts. Like, to me, this is a secret. None of my friends know that I do this. I'm just being honest. It's our little secret, guys. Remember that.
For 9 months, and to me, I've never met Ramona, but
Sounding far away again.
she seems like she has a lot of integrity.
That's what's so fun about it. I feel like I'm doing something illegal right now, but I'm not, because it's a secret. It's like when you're underage and you drink. It's like it's more fun because it's like you're breaking the law. It's kind of like that feeling.
See, the crap with this therapist, I don't agree with it at all. I mean, regardless how old she is, she's smart. And the whole thing that started with this therapist, it's just stupid.
Maybe she just wanted to give you a scare because of how she was objecting to the way you were treating her, and she wanted
That
you
could
to
be
know.
too.
So it could be that she is serious about you, but she just didn't. All of the conversations that you've had didn't really change anything, and so maybe she just tried another measure, but maybe that's all over with now.
Well, it needs to be, because you know, having time apart like this it's not good for us at all.
Yeah.
I wind up coming to terms with things, and then my heart's not in as much as what it's supposed to be. And with her and I not spending time together, and me having the thought of her going out with other guys, and especially that guy, really pisses me off. But then I wind up getting pissed off so much that I wind up just not caring anymore.
Yeah, and that's not good either.
I feel like it'd
No,
be
that's not
weird
good.
myself.
That's why it's not.
I just think people wouldn't really understand it. I think if you like showed your friends like these kind of videos, I'm sure at first they probably look at you like, "What are you, crazy?" But if they actually looked into this whole story, they would be more interested in it. I think anybody would.
Good idea for her and I to
They just don't get it.
break like this.
They wouldn't get it.
Well, maybe that now that she's seen that there's a big change and it's not just you giving lip service and making promises like some people do, maybe she'll agree with you.
You really just stop pulling your mouth away from the phone.
I wonder why it's doing that. Sorry.
You need a better headset.
I do.
You have one of those that has a long thing that goes down to your mouth.
I do, but I don't have it with me. I plugged
That's
in
something.
my ear.
That's
my
something.
earbuds.
Lauren knows a lot about his headsets and Bluetooth earpieces. Lauren is probably an expert with those because I don't know shit.
Is that
You got the kind that dangle down.
that dangle
Right?
down?
Yeah, they
Dangle down.
You put them in your ear and it has a little.
Yeah.
It comes down and the little microphone down the bottom.
There, is this better? I found out there's a volume adjustment on there.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
better.
you know what? That's funny you guys say that because I'm lying. I did tell somebody, and it was a girl that is. I'm not really dating, but we're really good friends, and we dated a long time ago, and we had a real connection and all that when we were younger. And I shared a link to one of my streams to her, through text message, and she hasn't really responded. She's one of those people like where you'll text her once and you won't hear nothing for a couple days, and then she'll get back to you. So, which sometimes I do the same shit, not usually, but I don't know. I just can't wait till she comes back and does text me back, and she's gonna be like, "What the?" She's gonna be like, "What the fuck did you send me? What are you doing?" She's gonna be like, "You're a weird. You're one of those weirdos."
Yeah, I'm wearing a low-cut dress, so it's not. I'll have to clip it onto my boob skin. I don't know if that'll be very comfortable.
Clip it on your nipple.
Yeah, I'll put it there. Then I'll enjoy it. I'll be sitting here smiling, and everybody will wonder what I'm thinking.
You have long hair, right?
Yes, I clip it to my hair.
There you go. That would work.
You have short hair.
Yeah.
I saw your new picture.
There's Lauren. He's
I do.
He's
Who
all.
told you?
He's up again.
I saw it when I was looking up. I was looking up your zip code so I could help you. Remember when we were doing the job search?
Oh yeah.
So I went online to look up your zip code.
Actually, I have long hair. I have a ponytail in the back.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
It's nice.
You know, the Stanley stuff is the worst. I haven't really gone deep into him because the phone calls that I've heard that he's been in are they're way too disgusting for me to hear. They're so creepy. They're creepier than Lauren for sure. This guy was a definite danger to society. That guy would molest anybody he could get his hands on. Believe it. Guaranteed. And who knows, that guy was wacko. I don't think he was all there in the head. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I don't know.
Teen 80s all over again.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
No, I just kidding. I don't have any fucking ponytail. Fuck that.
I just drove up. My mom's here.
Exactly.
Do you wanna hold on while I tell?
Exactly, Lucy. The Church of Cawd. That's the religion. That's my religion. That's why we need to build a temple somewhere. That way there we can get out of paying taxes. It's our own religion. I mean, could you imagine that? It'd be awesome.
Or hi, do you want me to give you a call back? It seems like
Then we could all meet people.
I'll hold on.
Okay. I'm gonna put this down here. You're gonna hear us talking
We could
in the background.
be
but I
like
won't
the
be able to
church.
hear
We could be like the Church of Scientology in a way, But it'd be the Church of Laurenography, Church of Cawd.
you, 'cause I'm gonna leave my phone here.
Okay.
Charge it. I'll be right back. How are you? I like your shoes.
I wonder if you went in the military right now, and you know how they ask for your religion for your dog tags? Could you say that I'm in the Church of Cawd? They can't deny you that, can they? they have to. I mean, any religion has to be accepted in the United States, right?
Okay, now I have my friend on hold. Are you there? I'm sorry.
I'm here. Are you there?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to be rude to my mom.
No, don't be rude to your mom. That's not nice. Be nice to your mom.
Yeah, she's a sweet lady.
Be nice to your mom, or I'll tell your lawyer boyfriend to spank your ass.
Uh-oh, maybe I gotta be mean to her then.
Yeah, no.
Amber likes
The
spankings.
the nicer you are to her, I would tell your lawyer friend to spank your ass hard.
Ooh, all right, Lenny.
Yeah, okay, Lauren. And then our Bible, of course, is the chat log. The prolific chat log.
Getting me the tingles here.
Well, he's up there. I'm not your lawyer boyfriend, so he's up.
I know, but you're talking about him spanking my bare ass. That's nice
What?
conversation.
Yeah, but save that for when you're in bed alone, then you can think about it.
I'll say, Rick, Lauren
How
told
often do
me
you
to
see
have
him?
you spank me. I've seen him
How often do you
twice.
see him?
I've seen him twice, and he's supposed to come up in 2 weeks. We're going to stay in Los Angeles.
What's up, Davis Swan? How you doing?
No, he lives in Massachusetts, but he has money, so he can
Does he?
fly. He can fly back and forth.
Oh. You've seen it twice?
Yeah, I've went up to his house and stayed twice, but I can't take any more
Really?
time off. Yeah, so he's going to come over here in a few weeks for a weekend, get his wiener sucked.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's good.
Yeah, it is. Both of us like it,
Yeah,
so I'm excited about
Lauren
it.
does too.
I mean, that's good that he's coming up there to see you, and you've already seen him twice. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Stanley's not happy about it, but
Stanley.
she's
Stanley
not
sure
my
smartened
girlfriend
her ass up
anymore.
then.
Yeah, she should have. I mean, I told her. I said, we all three probably could have had some fun together, and you had to ruin it by being dishonest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
no
Being
threesomes.
dishonest is not good.
no threesomes for you.
It's not good at all.
Yeah, because it hurts everybody.
Yeah.
And then the person who's dishonest
Not worth
has
it.
to live with it, and that sucks for them. So, I mean, I hear her
There's too much-
crying. I can hear it in her voice,
Much
but
to lose.
I just can't trust her anymore, and I've caught feelings for this handsome, tall man. So,
Yeah. There.
Well,
Does he have a ponytail?
no, he has great hair though. He has a little gray patch in the
Oh,
front.
yeah?
So cute. And he doesn't have the chest hair that you have, but other than that, he's perfect.
the Chester.
You know what you do? Go get him a monkey suit.
Oh my goodness! Role play sounds fun to me.
What is what?
Get him a monkey suit and just shave half the hair off. Yeah, that'd be close to me.
Lauren, you are a monkey suit.
You know what he does have, like you though, is you both have really nice bottoms.
It's clown
So-
shoes.
I don't know who'd win that contest.
I would hope that you would take him because he's your boyfriend.
He does. He does have a fetish for ponytails. That is right. Totally correct. That is weird.
Well, not in the monkey suit. He won't win.
Stuff some sock in his arm.
No, I love his arms the way they are, but maybe I'll get him a monkey suit and cut the butt cheeks out so I could see through it. I think that might work for me.
Yeah, for you, yeah, that probably would work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right. When you were mad at me, you called me a weirdo. That actually was the truth, so I can't fault you for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called her a weirdo, and Lauren was called a weirdo on national television by Chris Hansen.
I do have to say, you are a bit kinky.
Yeah, I know. But hey, where does Ramona get off being able to tell you that you're gonna bite Arnold's butt pimple or something? That's pretty weird.
The what?
The
What?
other night she said
Oh.
that you were gonna suck, or he was gonna suck pus out of a butt pimple of yours. I thought that was really odd. Like, what the hell? Where did that come from?
She says shit like that because she knows that I'm homophobic. I can't stand Arnold.
Oh, she's
Arnold
just
did on me
teasing
in
you
that
then.
big gross-
You know why?
gross
I can
mirror,
tell you
yeah.
guys why Lauren is into that. Remember the picture of Kayla? Of the one of 4 different girls? And she's holding on to her ponytails? Or pigtails, whatever? That's gotta be it.
Grosses me right out. It goes, to this day, it still grosses me out. I don't even like being around the guy. It just really grosses me out.
You told me that he did that to Roy too.
Lauren, the only guys that would ever be grossed out in your presence is other guys, not you. Believe me.
Yeah.
That's
I
weird.
mean, I think he did it in a different way to Roy than what he did to me. It came right from out of the boots. I thought he was straight.
Wow.
Evidently he's bi. But to do it to me is not a good idea.
Well, yeah.
Bye.
I mean, everybody knows that you're not gay.
Right.
Yeah, and wow, the way he did it was just
Except
really
for with
disrespectful.
Bunky.
The proper thing to do is ask if you're bi or gay before you do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, this day I'm still bothered by that. Grow straight up by it.
Well, that's traumatic because you have this dude that you've been friends with for a while, and now all of a sudden you realize that every time you've been in each other's presence, he's imagining you naked and sexualizing
Yeah.
you. I'd be uncomfortable
and that-
too.
it's very uncomfortable. I give.
Lauren
But I can't
wishes.
blame him for trying, though, because you are a fine specimen of man. So
Well, thank you, but he should have. He
you
should have
been more
asked her.
respectful about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, just
well, thank you. Thank me? Why don't you?
he did it was not respectful.
you don't put your
Yeah.
mouth on another man's ears and proposition them. That's not. I don't know who
Well,
told
he-
him
he-
that was okay.
He didn't put it on my ear. He put it next to my ear. Now, well, that's fucking way too close to me.
Yeah. Well, you might as well have put it on your ear because it was close enough to make you feel uncomfortable. No, I'm saying it made
He
you
put it
feel
on my ear. He would have
uncomfortable.
found my fist in his mouth.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No,
He would've liked
it's
that.
a good thing he didn't put it on my ear.
Well, maybe he knew better. You can't.
Anyways, it's been a fun Cawd Saturday. I really want to go further, and will continue this call. But I've been streaming now for over 3 hours, and I have a few things I got to do. I got to practice guitar. I try to do that for an hour a day. I got some other shit I got to do. So, but thanks for everyone who's in the stream. I will be doing another stream in the next couple of days. I can't tell you exactly when, but you will know, because if you subscribe and hit the bell, then you'll see. But I hope all of you guys have a good day and stay safe. Stay away from that virus that's killing everybody. So I know it doesn't feel like 3 hours. Hopefully that's what you mean by that. But I'm sure there's going to be some more Laurenography content on later, or if not right now as we speak, someone else is probably streaming. So go check them out. I'll be doing that later. I'll be listening to somebody else and commenting, hopefully, with you guys. So thank you, T. Davis. Thank you very much. Thanks for spending time with the old Lauren vignettes over here. So, without further ado, I must end the stream now. And I will see you guys.